T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff.
Shake it back! Does that feel good? Yeah.
Welcome to Shake and Bake with Stevie Fast, Lyle Barnett, and Courtney, the Slice of Cake Enders, episode 9000. What's going on, fellas?
I feel like I should beatbox right now. I feel like I should beatbox.
I gotta say, for the first time ever, I was the last one to log on. Lyle Barnett.
Let's go. And look, not one, not two,
Oh, he's ready.
but three to get us started. And these, full disclaimer, Yuengling, oldest brewery in America, the only beer you should be drinking at this moment in time. Brought to you by Lyle Barnett Racing and Pottsville, Pennsylvania's own Yuengling Light.
We're going to get to that point. I like your shirt there, CE. I see you're trying to represent here today. Thank you guys and gals for watching Shake and Bake episode 9. I am remote live from the House of Hook in Jackson, South Carolina. So that hum you hear in the background is the generator and race car trailer.
Stevie, give us a real quick. How's it going down there? We really need to know.
Oof.
Have you ever seen, there's a phrase about a monkey effing a football?
Yes.
That's what I look like
cool.
in racing in general.
Perfect.
Just all around, just completely from top to bottom, I am choking on one. All right. I don't even have a beer. I've got some Mountain. I've got some Mountain Dew because we don't even have any beer. We're failing so bad. We had some, but we don't have it anymore. So anyways, if that generator hum bothers you, I'm sorry. I have we got a question for you. You'll hear burnouts and shit. Everybody's testing. We're testing. We're swapping out a motor out here, and then we got to fire it up and go into the pit of misery some more. What slice of cake are you? If you were a piece of cake, what are you? Red velvet? Are you pecan pie?
Piece of plum cake.
I'm probably just your standard cheesecake with some strawberries on top.
Oh. Like
listen, because I'm a lot. I don't need my flavor to be a lot because I'm a lot.
I think it all depends on what kind of hair day you're having personally. Like today, I probably agree with that. Some days you're like that like end cap at Aldi, you know, and they've got like the angel food cakes where you just kind of pick one up and that's what you're taking to your family reunion, you know, like, whatever.
Yeah, I decided that I haven't worn the backwards hat, and I've had more people than not be like, your little cartoon's backwards, and that. Your little cartoon is backwards hat, like you never wear it on the shows, and I usually say backwards hat's a vibe, so I'm starting with the vibe.
All right,
Perfect.
Starting with the vibe. What's
some.
going on? You need some?
I need a hat. These two runways you could land the honky rocket on over here.
I might skip off the first one and land.
Not the jam, boys. Not the jam.
So what's been going on with you guys since last time we talked? It's been 2 weeks. We did a lot of episodes back to back. I miss our Shake and Bake family. I'll be honest with you. Last Tuesday, I thought about calling you guys and saying, hey, you know, I know it's not scheduled, but we could Shake and Bake this thing.
I texted you.
Well,
I texted you. I said I would.
I felt like we should have post NHRA race. We should have just done, and PDRA. Like I felt like we should have did it, but whatever. Here we are. We're here.
Here we are. So Lyle, what you been doing, buddy?
Beat locking the world, baby. We are busier than a physics woodpecker, as Wes Buck says. We're taking more wheels in than we're shipping out, which is a problem. Well, it can be good, can be bad. Hank Jackson, you guys made a pretty good lick at Darlington today. I saw. Send the time slip.
I wonder if they have the screwball running good on that thing.
I think I saw a narrow hat on it. Anyway,
I know. It's good to have that thing running. Right here we got Jackson down there.
But I got
beat locking the world.
Beat locking the world. I'm taking beer money to an undisclosed location this weekend to race. Most of the races we go to are dependent on car count. I ain't trying to scare none off, so I'm just going to keep them guessing, show up, unload that thing, pay my lock-in fee. Courtney, you're still muted, and rock and roll. So that's me. Yep, that's me. Courtney, On to you.
Courtney's muted.
Passing it on to you, Courtney.
And over to the slice of cake.
Oh, you know that's my favorite voice is the Lyle news reporter voice. I had a weekend off this weekend, and I went down to Houston and saw my dad and sister. We had some brunch. Neon Dion went with me because he stayed in town, so we went out.
Did you go fancy dancing at the dance hall?
I was just gonna say we went honky tonkin'.
Oh my God! Did you wear your boots?
Honky tonkin'.
Did you wear your boots?
Of course, I wore my boots. I wore my Lucchese's, actually, my brown Lucchese's, which is cheating on Corral, but
Literally about to ask if you wore your Lucchese's. I didn't even know you had any.
I know I got every brand, and I'm trying to make it all Corral these days, Quadra, Corral. But I got some Old Faithfuls and old Fernando Senior. He gets it. He knows a nice pair of boots. So yeah, we went honky tonkin'. I was sweating. We cut about 17 rugs. Let me tell you, I taught Dion how to 2-step. It was so fun, so fun. And then,
beer.
actually, now I'm on a Heineken kick, which is weird. He calls it my Heineken era. We drank all night. We went to Lupe Tortilla. Shout out Lupe Tortilla. Went there, had some steak Lupe, and was drinking vodka through the night. But you just start dancing and you start sweating, and I needed a nice coldie, and I had a Heineken. So then last night at dinner, I was like, I think I'm going to have a Heineken. So who knows who I'm becoming these days?
When we were in Brazil, you can drink any beer that you want as long as it's a Heineken, and we drank about 1,000 Heinekens. So
They're
it was
good. They're refreshing. A nice lager, fully dressed.
They'll cool you off on a hot summer day.
So yeah, my weekend was good. Got some sleep. Got some daddy-o time. Dad had some shoulder surgery not too long ago, so he's laying low and had a good time.
Travis, we're testing how far you can fail and drive off a cliff and not. You ever seen Thelma and Louise? That's what we're doing. We're testing the structural integrity of my mental capabilities.
You'll have that on them big jobs sometimes.
Yeah. So all I've been doing is working and slaving. Been spending some time on the dyno, been enjoying the NHRA rule department, and trying to figure out how to make some chicken salad out of a big old pile of chicken shit is what we've been working on.
Right on.
See, the comments in the chat are all hopped up. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Let's go through my list so we get on the game. All right, so first topic. So CE's been line dancing. Lyle's been beadlocking the world. I've been burning everybody's shit to the ground. So first, I don't know if we should just dive right into the PDRA rules or not. Let's announce us. I'm sure Matt's got a little meme for this probably. Let's announce us. You guys have been begging us to be on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And I don't know even how to do it or where the link is, but there's the shit y'all wanted. We're on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. I don't know how to watch it or anything, but I'll get Matt to do some nerding with some linking. And however you guys do that, we got to get subscribers on there to get paid and subscribers on there to get our channel out and whatever, however that is. So I guess you subscribe there too or something. Is that how it works?
I honestly have no idea.
We got 3 people running a podcast who ain't never listened to a podcast.
Right. Is it? So I guess people listen and find it and it'll get published or something. Anyways, if you
you just subscribe like YouTube, and then it kind of comes up on your feed, I think. And so you don't have to pay to subscribe, I don't think, anymore. And it just becomes a part of your like news feed.
Okay, yeah. So I think we'll do the show live here, and then 24 hours or something, we'll post it there, and just see if it helps with circulation. If it sucks, we'll take it off. If it's good, we'll do it. But everybody's been screaming about the Spotifying and the Appling, so we now have Fruit and whatever the Spotify thing is. So that's pretty good. There we go. That's for you, Matt. There's a tip for you. Thank you, Dragon Drive. I guess, hey, Dragon Drive, put in the comments how people watch it on Apple and how it works. Tell me how to do it.
Yeah, I might have just totally made that up. I have no idea what I just said. So
there's no doubt. And while we're on that, if you haven't liked and subscribed our YouTube channel, do it. That's how we get.
But I don't understand. Like, how do we? I feel like we have to beg for likes and stuff. Like we're not corner workers here. Just click that. Like I click the thumbs up.
We're getting thousands of views live as we do it, and it should correlate on the like front. But I'm guilty of that with stuff. I just watch it online and then say screw it. But yeah,
it just sounded like the car fell off the project.
Listen, and y'all don't think we're putting money in our pockets. Like everything we do, if you watch the Flow Racing feed last week, we had a shake and bake commercial there. We're gonna make merch. Like We're going to make this better with it. So cut the greedy.
Stevie's still a solid 2,500 in the hole on this deal. So.
Oh, at least. Oh,
I owe you for my cartoon. You won't tell me where to send you money. I owe you $350.
Okay, so I'm $2,625 in the hole on this deal. But I get to hang out with my buddies. I get to hang out with our buddies and the fans. I feel like we're all a family, and I have a lot of fun doing it.
We're making moves for sure.
I'll tell you, like Phil Schuler, I blowed way more on way less.
And dumber shit too. Way dumber shit.
All right. So there's our spot. What do you got, CE? What do you got on your list? I'm fixing to start blowing people's buttholes out when I get to mine.
Oh, this dude.
Prolapse a bunghole.
Chris Kidder said, Lyle, can you please spaz out on scrotum again? No. That's
Not
over.
today.
I think we kind of got the point across on that. There's a thing about trolls. And so just so you guys know, scrotum was going to be Farmer Fran again. But if you keep feeding.
That sounds like a small block Chevy.
Yeah, if scrotum was burning out, he'd probably hit the tree. There's the worst thing you can do with an uneducated troll who's not relevant in the sport of motorsports is to talk about them. So all three of us are pretty well versed. We've all won a lot and are very involved and know what's going on and don't have a fucking GTR. So we're not going to talk about them. So no Farmer Fran tonight.
Yeah.
That's all I got. What do they say? And that's all I got to say about that.
And that's all I got to say about
that.
All right. So what do you got? They're closing my door. That means that there's probably somebody out there and I don't need to be using the F word. I hope they don't fire that thing up. If my internet kicks out, I'll go back outside.
So I saw, and I don't know what kicked this off. I'm not sure who shared it first or made a post first, but I don't know if you guys have saw it. This buzz around social media, around Facebook about sponsorship and what sponsorship means and how people get sponsorship and all this stuff. And I've seen a bunch of posts and some stuff that I absolutely disagreed with, some stuff that I agreed with. And the general consensus is that small tire no prep is probably the most up and coming, or no prep racing. And I agree. It probably is the most up and coming form of drag racing that there is. Everybody from people like Stevie, myself, down to guys who have never drag raced before in their life are just putting absolute piles of shit together. And they're going no prep racing, no diapers, all in the track down, complete and total disaster, but good for the tracks, not a lot of overhead. It's pretty cool, but these guys are starting to ask for sponsorship. And I see a lot of guys are like, man, we're just trying to make it happen. And while I understand this stuff's expensive and we're all trying to do it, it's people that have nothing to offer back that are out there beating people down for sponsorship that are ruining it for everybody else, in my opinion. Doug Cook tells me all the time about how he gets these things like, man, I'm building a Fox body Mustang with a 302 and a C4. I'm going to put 150 shot of nitrous on it and we're going to break the record, and all this stuff going around. And Stevie, I don't know how it was when you first came along. I know that when I first got into a form of racing that could attract some sponsorship, it was a lot easier then than it is now. Of course, we're talking about metric dollar differences in what you and I are looking for to go pro mod racing and what we were looking for back in 2009 and 8 and 10 when you were, putting $5,000 and $10,000 deals together. But it's really hard. And two, you've got to have a bunch to offer, both on the social media front, a car that stands out. And that's even harder to do now in the no prep deal because everybody's got a fucking Mustang. So it's harder to do. And what you've got to ask yourself is what you have to offer to the sponsor, period, end of story. If they don't see some kind of ROI or some kind of return on what they are sponsoring you for, then you're just no good to them. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's just the way it is.
Oh, it's the way it is. They're spending money.
Sure,
Why
Stevie
wouldn't it
can
be?
elaborate on that on the lower level. Like, we're not talking about stuff that's on Fox. There's some secondhand live streaming going on YouTube at best. And these guys are out here beating the doors down for sponsorship. And that's kind of the way it was when you and I, especially when you came up through Orska and whatnot back in the day.
Well, the biggest thing that you have to do when you want to get a sponsor is first you have to be relevant. You got to go out and do something cool or do something that people take notice. If you're not different than everybody else, then you don't have something that's unique to sell. You're never going to sell it. It doesn't matter how good of a racer you are. I have people call me every single week, hey, can you sponsor my team? First of all, I don't have any money. But if I did, the me, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is I'm a really good driver. I'm good on the tree. And I win all the time at my local track. And that's not what sells. People think I'm an asshole because I say what I think, but I say what I think because when I came up, that sold, and everybody else said the right thing, and they were politically correct, and always want to be the good guy and have everybody like them. And I'm never giving a shit what anybody thinks. So that's my unique thing to sell. Calling all these companies before you do something relevant, you're gonna beat all the doors down before you ever get a chance to open them. Like when you call up Doug Cook and ask him for some money, and you haven't ever did anything, if you go out 2 weeks from now and win something cool and call him back, and you've wasted your time. Mm-hmm. You burnt that door. So, I mean, we all got to have money to race. I started out hustling $100 and $200 and $300 sponsorship. I mean, I'm talking about if you give me enough money to put a sticker on the car, I'd do it. And so I get where you're coming from. First thing you got to do is know what you're selling. Second thing you got to know is know who you're selling it to. And third, you got to do something that differentiates you from the crowd.
I think authenticity has something to do with it too. And we've really peaked over that in the last 5-ish years. I think COVID had a lot to do with it because we didn't have sports and we didn't have events. So you had to actually get to know the person in these industries that people are backing. And so what you said there, Stevie, is somebody could have dotted all their I's and crossed their T's and all that, but you're in there being yourself and here's what it's going to be. And I think that this new age of even what we're doing here, I don't know if either of us, I mean, I wasn't a part of the birth of this, but if any of us thought that this was going to be as big as it is, but the difference that's happening here is because we're being ourselves and we're just being authentic to the brand that we are. And I think that goes more of a long way now than it used to. And then another deal, there's a limited amount of companies, I think, that have been known to give money to the sport. You got the Jegs of the world, you got Summit, you got Melling, you got Edelbrock, you got all these people who write trailers, who divvy things around. And when you start knocking on other people's doors and trying to compare yourself and say, go to me rather than this other person, same thing, shooting yourself in the foot. So just stay in your lane and do your thing.
The biggest kind of poke I get on social media with beer money is that, well, he races for free. All companies are always giving him parts and he should be out there winning and whatnot. And I didn't, that thing we wanted on a TV show, it became, I guess, what you would call famous on another TV show. And I just took what was there. Like it was up to me. I could have been on both of those TV shows and never done anything else with it, but I just took advantage of the opportunity, and I represent the companies I think well. We win a lot. It's popular on social media. I'm
even
very
when
thankful.
you know, you go off.
Yeah. I'm thankful for the sponsors that I have, and I let them know that, and I try to make individual posts to kind of highlight those companies and whatnot. So it's tough out there, man. You can't just going on social media and say, looking for sponsors for my small tire, no prep car. That is not going to work. Those days are over. You have to, it's much more difficult than that. The work on the back end leading up to that sticker going on the car and the money that has been handed you for that is, I'm not saying it's not worth it, but nobody knows what it truly goes into making it worth it for that sponsor. I'm sure there are some of you out there who have gotten some free parts and the sponsor's never again, because I did not get shit out of that. That happens more times than not. So yeah, it's tough, but
there it is.
There's the LGB. If you wanna know, so it's really easy when you have won a lot and you have some notoriety to get a sponsor. For me, it's hard to keep a sponsor. I have turned down more deals than I can count because I don't know that I can return anything to them, or it's not a good fit. And in this business, if you're going to do it for a long time, you're better off to not take the deal if you can't give them ROI than you are to take the deal, get the money for the year, leave them with a bad taste in their mouth because you can't give them ROI, and then go down the road because the people that run the marketing department in that company are not going to work there forever, and they're going to go work at the next company that you want to get money from down the road.
Yeah. And they all communicate.
Right. Our industry is a really small community. So when you find I've always said it's easier to get them than it is to keep them. When you do get that sponsor, when you get that first $300 or $500 sticker, go above and beyond and take care of them.
Yeah.
People will see how hard you work for them
Yep.
And they will want to partner with you. If I see somebody that's hustling, that's flat out got a good product and getting with it and doing it, I want to try to help them because I recognize that if you got talent, you're willing to work everybody under the table, and you can set yourself apart from the crowd. Getting money is not as hard as what you think.
Yep.
You just got to.
I mean, I've legitimately spent probably $2,500 in pursuit of Yingling, of my own money, out of my account, on renderings and all the things it takes to go after them. And I haven't gotten. Well, I got free beer for my wedding, which was awesome.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they gave me 10 cases of beer for my wedding, which
You're sponsored. All this bitching we do, you've been sponsored.
You've done got the dust off, man.
We're looking for that big check now.
We're not coming for the $75 case of beer here. We're coming for the 7.5 billion hose, so I can just set it on fire and blow it out the headers.
I saw a comment earlier. Gonzo said, "Proud I don't have a sponsor. I don't have a sponsorship worthy mouth or something like that." If there's anybody that is proof that you don't have to have a sponsor quality mouth, it is Stevie Fast Jackson, because that man does not have a sponsor quality mouth and he makes it happen. So not true.
A great company pays me to talk in a microphone, and I do not have a mouth.
Show us the new condom there.
Well, I haven't done it yet, but guys, I'm gonna bedazzle my microphone.
You got the mic rubber.
Did you pull that off of some Magic Mike's Johnson at some show?
No, I'm going to Vegas. I didn't just come home from Vegas.
Oh, okay, whatever.
It's gonna be awesome. So when all you manly men hold my microphone at the end, this is what you're gonna be holding.
That's fine.
Oh yeah. Is that thing textured?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I got it off Etsy. I got to cut it and glue it, but it's like actual bejeweled. And what happened was I was drinking wine. Shocker, I know. I was drinking wine watching the CMT Awards, and I'm like, all these bitches have cool microphones. I gotta get one.
Oh man.
I don't even know what to do with you anymore.
I love you too, Lyle.
All right, so
that was our first tangent of the night.
Yes, moving on.
We're kickstarting this dirt bike up. All right, so let's. All right, you got a big old list, Courtney. Blaze down some shit, and then
y'all both sent big lists. Mine was just the last big list.
I've got another one we can roll right into.
No, it's my turn. Like they say in the comments, let the lady talk. Okay, but I am wearing a backwards hat today, so I guess I'm unbecoming of a woman. So.
You're acting like that end cap slice of angel cake right now. Just saying.
Very fluffy.
So I do want to get real for a second here, and some people are going to tell me I'm beating a dead horse, but with every voice and outlet that I have, while it's relevant, I'm going to talk about it. I always push my podcast right off track this week. We aired it on Monday. It was very, very special to me because instead of playing games and making fun of people and getting to know people, we went down memory lane and we talked about Houston Raceway Park because they plowed the tower this week and just totally annihilated my childhood. And it was sad. And this is where I may be being dramatic, whatnot, but it hurt my guts. And instead of just wallowing around in it, I decided to do something about it. Don't know if it mattered to anybody else, but we spent an hour with my buddy Michael Holcomb and Erica Enders. Not sure if you've heard of her. I just barely know her. Talking about HRP and went through some memories and put a little slideshow up and just kind of went through what these local tracks mean to the people who grew up there and how it really disrupts the system and the society when they close and, just kind of what all that means. So if you guys have a minute, go check out Right Off Track on flowracing.com, or you can go check our socials because that one was really special to me and I wanted that to hit off. And so we've got all these tracks closing and it's just sad. So that's my first big bang.
I'm really proud of you for what you're doing with the podcast deal, and you do a great job with everything you do. So it's just the beginning. Matt, you're behind on the beer counter for Lyle.
I'm disappointed too.
I'm gonna have to go get my pizza out in a minute.
Yeah, you're gonna hear an alarm set in a little bit, and that's CE's pizza meter.
It is going off.
Go get your pizza. Joey Davis, thank you, man. We really appreciate it. That's a very
thanks
gift. And
thanks, dude.
And thank you. I hope we don't make you say anything that makes your wife mad at us. And then since we got this on here, we might as well talk about the Masters. So one of the cool things about the city that I live in is the biggest golf tournament in the world is there last week. It's always Easter week. And ever since I was a kid, You just either leave town for spring break because you can't get anywhere, or you watch the Masters on TV. And it's a really big deal to a lot of people. To me, I've lived in Augusta for over 40 years, so it's just what we do. But it was a great tournament this year, with the exception of weather on Friday and Saturday. Masters week in Augusta, there are more private jets per capita than anywhere else on the planet. They closed an entire runway at Augusta Regional Bush Field and park jets, $10 million jets stacked in there like that. As far as you can see, it's pretty cool. And what I think you saw with John versus Brooks on Sunday is one of them adapted to the weather too much, and the other one didn't, and played the track. Played the course the way that it was. It's a really tough course. I wouldn't attempt to play there because I would destroy it. But
All those private planes, and you didn't find me a husband. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I was in the shop working and tearing stuff up all week. I didn't even go to the course this year. Most of the time we give our tickets away, but I didn't even go this year. I was blowing up stuff. So that's your KTR Masters update.
Hey, brother. Excuse me.
I had my good buddy Morgan Miles buy me a hat, so that's his Masters.
Hey! Let me tell you about my team. This is what they just brought me. Hey, don't bring this is terrible. I can't drink this shit. Bring me a real beer. Golly.
If that doesn't get poured in the toilet right now, we're not friends.
This is how you know I did a bad job.
That's
Bad job. Because my team knows where I stand. This is how you know I blew up all their shit today. It's even
They
cold.
said that's what you deserve, Stevie.
Hey, after today, that is what I deserve.
Hey, Marcus Burt, you can just go ahead and send that my way, buddy. I seen you. Look at me. I got the knife in hand.
Careful with that. Let me see that pizza.
My man.
Marcus, what are you doing, baby? Thank you, man. Appreciate
The timer went off 6 minutes ago. It's a little burned.
it. Is it pepperoni?
Yeah, it's one of those Quest protein pizzas.
That's not pizza. That's bullshit. I mean, that'll get you through a warm, cold summer day or something. I can't believe
Well,
it.
I've been good on the fitness front, and I woke up this morning and my neck, Stevie and I'm also Courtney broke neck enders, and I had a slip disc last April, and I woke up this morning and had remnants of the same pain and just freaked out. Took like a half sick day, got on some steroids, and so I've been hitting the gym really hard lately, and I think I'm going to need to cool it.
You better simmer down. I got cleared 10, 12 days ago. I've been trying to do it pretty smart. I went back first week, 2 days, about freaking killed me. When I'm telling you about killed me, I'm telling you couldn't walk. I hadn't been able to work out since August. Second week, 3 days, then 3 days. And then this week I'm going to go for 4. But, man, I hurt. I'm sore, and it feels great. It's the best kind of sore. Marcus Bird, is it your birthday?
Is it really?
Somebody says Marcus.
Happy birthday, Axeman.
I'm guessing it is. Happy birthday, Marcus. You
Happy
damn
birthday, Marcus.
I can't wait to get on the farm.
Oh my God, that's way too hot.
This is what
Jeffrey Udi, I think NMCA is at Rockingham this weekend. I will not be there. I am going to take beer money to a no prep race somewhere in the southeast. I'm just
what do you
not
think
saying
will
that.
happen at that race when you get there? Like,
Well-
do you think you got it? You think maybe you can't be able to stay out front?
Will I be able to stay out front?
Yeah, I'm saying, are you worried that you can't stay out front? Or get
I
out
mean,
front?
even if I start from behind, I'll end up out front. Stevie, can you tune any car on the way we can do? Ooh.
Believe me, it's not an accident that they brought this beer. They're all out there drinking Corona right now. He carried a Corona in. They brought me this because I sucked a big wiener today.
That's why I wore
Dude.
the shirt.
Can I ask if you still have the whoo charger on there?
So that'll segue us into this next section of the show where I make fun of myself for being an idiot. So we went and so most of you guys know I think we should get into the PDRA before we get into NHRA.
All right, let's go.
We'll talk about NHRA first because PDRA is a little more exciting. NHRA is just trying to ram it in me. As most of you know, the NHRA chopped my balls off and took all the rest of the overdrive away from the screw to make it non-competitive, not relevant. And we went out in Gainesville with Sidney Frigo's screwblower car and ran, I think we qualified 12th, ran mid-pack, about a 10th off the pace for the fast cars, the guys that are doing good. Yeah, there's the wiener meter.
Somebody asked where it was. Just keep going. I'm addressing the comments. Don't you worry.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Good Lord.
Holy
Good Lord. Wow.
Lord.
Thank you, baby.
Nasty.
Thanks,
All right,
dude.
if we keep tipping like that, we're going to get Let's Go Brandon out. We're going to get the boom boom in the boom boom room.
Yeah, right.
That's probably not going to happen. Thank you. We're definitely going to build him a badass pedal car with that. Anyways, NHRA neutered me, and so we decided, all right, we're going to go to this deal, and we're going to see how much power we got. So that's a wiener meter problem. So we went to loaded up all our best motors, took about 6 motors, took some blowers, took all kind of shit, went and ruined Chuck Ford's life for a week, dyno and engines, trying to get some power. We put that bad boy on there, and after let's just say it's way down on power.
Matt, do you have that video?
Wait, I'm going to get to it. Don't show it yet. Let me get there. So if most of you saw the post on social media, you saw the big fireball out of the blower on the dyno. Everybody thinks, I had a lot of people that think that was Photoshopped. That was not Photoshopped. I ran that thing to the brink of extinction, and we finally blew it up. And when I say we blew it up, we blew it up. We were in search, trying to get to make as much power as my roots blower does. So we kept pulling on it, yanking on it, and Chuck's like, hey, I think this thing's pretty done. And I'm like, I think it'll take just a little bit more. So then we get on the stick. Matt, cue up the dyno video. This will be the first time this has been shown publicly. If you don't think I can laugh at myself, I wouldn't post this on the internet. Matt, fire up the dyno video. This is test pass number 12.
That made me laugh out loud.
The only person that did not make laugh is me and Sydney Frigo. Everybody else loved it and thought it was cool. And Chuck Ford, like, he's right now building a ballistic wall in front of the motor for when I come over and dyno. So let's just say we blew the deal up. There are a few miscellaneous wanted posters on Chuck Ford's dyno wall now that have been posted since I left. I was there for 5 days, and I'm talking about cylinder heads, camshafts, pistons, compression, blowers, manifolds, engines, you name it. We pretty much wrung it out, and we've got a few warning posters on Chuck's wall now.
Sweet hat, bro.
Yeah, you like that? This is sitting on Chuck's wall here. We got
1-800 send cheese.
Says we got a male, poor tasting football teams. Broke neck, 1,800 horsepower. That's not far off. Extremely flammable.
That's me.
Usually accompanied by a loud boom. General public is encouraged to duck within the vicinity of communist blowers with absurd injector hats, fire explosions, and in situations that lack fuel and maximum timing. And then the next day we come in and this one's on the wall. This is a couple of the soldiers that didn't quite make it. Just remember, all gave some, and some gave all. If you or a loved one have been affected by the carnage of Brokeneck Jackson, please call 1-800-MORE-FUEL to speak with an emotional support representative.
While Heartlung 11 says, "Did you get a bolt stuck in your nose from that engine blow up?" You would have.
I would have. My question is, who was filming that?
Grant, and you can see. So, like after that, we actually put some more motors on there and did some more dynoing for a couple of days, but I hid behind him. So I figured if parts came forward after that, they had to actually hit him. So after 5 days, we managed to make 20 horsepower less than my roots blower does, which is pretty good. After spending about $100,000 and working on it. Now the roots blower does get to be 115 pounds lighter and run a 456 versus a 389. So you can kind of see, I see, even not being a technical person, they seem to have an advantage.
No.
I mean, I need that. So
you're just a tuner. It's fine.
Yeah.
So we went there with the express plan to put the roots blower on the Frigo Mobile. And after doing much dyno testing, realized that it doesn't have a bent dashboard in it. We can't fit the roots blower in there. So we'll be charged until I can get something else, or until NHRA gives us about $1,000.
That's
So like our roots blower, our hot rod roots blower stuff makes right at 3,000. And the screw after after 5 days and about 18 pulls, made 29.56 is the best we made. But that was on rec, like where you could race it in the car, about 29.10, 29.20. That's at the current rules, so it's pretty far out there.
Yeah, that's terrible.
We've got to. I've been watching the comments because that's my job when we start to talk about technical shit that I don't know nothing about. We've got to wish a happy birthday to Jeremy. It's all he wants for his birthday. He watches us so much. His wife Cheryl says it's annoying. So apparently, Jeremy, it's his birthday today, and we're going. There it is. We're going to get him a little happy birthday. Just
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jeremy.
We are not Alan Reinhart. We will take birthday requests. We will announce your anniversaries, and we will address your questions.
You don't even have to put it on the back of a Pro Stock car.
You don't even have to put it on the back of a Pro Stock car.
For $10.99, we'll put it on the back of Courtney Ender's hat.
Yeah, for about $50, I'll have it on the Let's Go Brandon portion of the slice of cake.
I got Fuel Tech sending me some leggings, so they know that real estate is expensive.
That's
man.
It's like it's what it is. Send it, man.
It's like I tell them all the time. I'm easy. I'm just not cheap. I don't know. My stock may be going down after the last week.
Oh, you're fine. You sound like Erica now. Erica's like, nobody's gonna want to make me drive for them. I just I'll sound the same.
Yeah, you can get when you get thumped over the head for a little bit, it begin to feel like that.
Yeah, it did.
So that was a pretty long story. Lyle, what about the what do you got? You got on your list a little bit about the Midwestiness. What's
well,
I haven't kept up.
I mean, I just don't quite know what's going on over there. I think so far this year there's been a race cancellation and the announcement that they were pulling away from a racetrack and not going to race there in June or whatever it is. Like, I don't even think they've raced yet. And I don't even know if they have plans to race. I just know that in general, the blanket.
They do have plans to race because we have a contract with them. They do have plans to race, so they will be streamed on Flow.
I just know that we haven't seen anything like Midwest drag racing in I don't know, North Wilkesboro or wherever, Tulsa or Pomona, wherever.
I don't know.
It's just been
if anybody has
cancellations.
any info, let us know because seriously, like we were talking before.
I think what I said in the chat was that the weirdness surrounding the Midwest, and I think that's a great series. Like, I think Pro Mod Racing Anywhere is 100% thumbs up. Let's go do it. But there's just been nothing good I've seen come from anything. There's been no what is it for immediate releases? Keith Haney's was his whole deal when he would make a post about himself.
Keith Haney's probably someone trying to get taller.
Yeah, whatever. But like kind of like it's Keith Haney's trying to get taller, like John Odom's trying to get relevant.
Yeah, I got to talk about how to send DSRE 455 some money. Man, how do we send them money? Like, finally, you should put in an application to work.
Are you on 3 already?
I feel bad. All I got is a crusty Bud Light. Somebody got
This is what happened last week. This is why I had my pizza and you guys are having dinner with me because I had 4 glasses of wine and no food and I got real. I got real fast, real good.
Yeah. You can always tell when Courtney gets old trailing eye or something. Purple teeth ain't good.
I got pissed last week. I only got a little bit of slack for the last show. Let's talk about that for a minute because Lyle, you went off. I went off.
I think there was a measurable amount of force directed at an accurate target. I support this.
Yeah.
Barnett.
And what's great is I didn't hear a peep from my guy. I'm not going to say his name today either.
What is it? Warheads on foreheads or whatever?
I mean, man can't do nothing about it. You can say anything you want. What's he going to do? Race you? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can say anything you want to. It'd be like you calling Keith Haney short. What's he going to do? Not be 5'2"?
I have an update. Oh, there's pepper on my thumb. I have an update. Tulsa racers from Midwest Drag Racing Series. If you need fuel for the double event, May 10th through 13th. So I guess we have a race coming May 10th through the 13th. That was posted 7 hours ago.
Is that my guys bolting the heads on?
This is kind of backing up some, but it says GJ Ponsford said large-scale sponsorship will ruin the no prep deal. It works because it's grassroots. People can relate. Underdogs can still win, blah, 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 blah. I disagree a little bit. The big scale sponsorship thing could ruin the no prep deal. But here's what you got to remember, at least at the grassroots and the small tire deal, is you can spend all the money you want, and all it takes is some asshat like me to drive into the door of that motherfucker and wreck your program because it's no prep and it's small tire. And I tell anybody, and this is a true statement, you can ask people that have pulled up beside me, if you got a nice car, I do not care. I have there's zero fucks given when I strap into beer money. None. I will drive that thing wall to wall. I do. If it is out of shape, I am in the throttle. I promise. And I will drive through you, into you, by you, around you, past you in the grass. It don't matter. So just remember.
Catch you in the grass. That's a shirt for Shake and Bake.
That most of the time I'm going to be, somewhere out like this is me out front of you a little bit. If you see me getting squirrely, I suggest shoots out and on the brakes because I'm not going to lift. I rarely ever lift. So with that being said, somebody that's going to spend real money, go get a purpose-built small tire no prep car. All it takes is one asshat like myself to drive in the door of that thing and wreck your program. So I think that alone keeps a lot of the big money out. People just aren't going to spend the money to build a purpose-built car unless they start spending $100,000 everywhere you go. Then somebody like Stevie is going to be like, fuck it, I'll just risk it for the biscuit and come on over there. But the surface itself and that true 28-10-5 non-W are the limiting factors. I don't care how much money you spend. You're only going so fast on that thing. And I think that those things alone keep the big sponsorship dollars and the big money teams away.
And there's a lot of companies. You're not going to get corporate America over there because it's just.
And it doesn't belong over there. Like Jim's Hot Rod Shop or Joe's Tire Shop right here in, Robert, whatever, is the kind of people that sponsor that deal for a couple $100 or free tires once a month, whatever. But yeah, you're not going to put freaking McDonald's on the side of your small tire no prep car. Can't wait to see Steve.
Bud Light.
Me too. I can't wait to come back. How would you say that?
Because I wanted to.
Lyle,
I haven't seen you in long enough. I owe you a good fucking beard grabbing.
This is the only podcast where we get drunk and eat pizza on there.
Yeah, I kind of apologize, but not really. It's dinner time.
We never apologize for anything we say on here.
I had a pack of peanuts and a Mountain Dew for dinner. Just know that.
And a Bud Light that they brought you.
I'm not drinking that. They brought that because I put a big wiener in my mouth.
I saw one of the guys who gave
That's a good one.
What?
That's a good one. And the only person that could probably even elaborate on, I know I can't. They said they cut NPK back to a 34-inch tire instead of a 36, Stevie. In your opinion, what does that do to the teams who have the 36 really figured out? How much will the 34 affect? Here's my opinion, and I'll let you take over. Somebody like Ryan Martin, right? They're haul ass on a 36. It won't be anything. They'll go to the 34. And in my opinion, the guys, we've been running the 36 for so long, and everybody started to do this. In my opinion, the 34 is going to do this for a while, and it's just going to take longer for the group to come back together. Ryan Martin's still going to haul ass. The guys who can't figure out the 34 are going to struggle for a while, and there's going to be this huge gap in the middle.
For sure. Yeah, the 34, just the circumference of it and the sidewall is not as good. You just have less footprint of tire on the ground. So, it definitely, the fast guys are still going to be fast. The ones that were barely on the edge will be crashing all the time now more, which the fans like it when you're wrecking stuff. So it'll be good for the show, but you're going to see them all over the track more. It will be a big gap, and then they'll come back together. They're trying to slow it down. Then this happens in all forms of motorsports. It's inevitable as people spend money. And I keep seeing people post about grassroots. Ryan Martin's program is not grassroots
at all.
He's got full-time guys
fully funded.
So now there are grassroots parts of that series, but don't think that everybody there's in their pickup truck and open trailer trying to make it happen.
Right.
So, but
these guys show up in 18-wheeler, 53-foot trailers and transfer trucks. This isn't.
Yeah, they make $100,000 on merch each freaking
This
week.
ain't no middle of the mall bullshit right here. We ain't selling this at no kiosk.
Yeah, so that it'll definitely, anytime there's a new rule change, weight change, anything like that, the fast cars still be fast, just slower, and then everybody else that can't test a lot will just take them a little bit.
Hey, there's a good stat in the private chat we could share. Oh, thanks, JRC Photos.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, I will see.
We've had 959 listeners on the podcast on Apple and Spotify, and we haven't even announced it yet.
Hell yeah! Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all finding it. I don't even know.
Yeah,
how to find
so
it.
much for your like. If it doesn't hit, we won't keep it. I think you're.
Yep.
Yeah,
But-
I don't know what to figure out. I'm sure that Apple and them might kick us off. Like I don't know what kind of rules.
No.
are.
Oh, they
Absolutely
woke.
not.
Yeah, they woke. I did see one of the guys who paid on the comments that asked about PDRA. Do y'all want to take 2-3 minutes? And since we did votes and we didn't have a show,
We might as well just mute and let Stevie just.
Nope. Y'all go ahead with let's recap the Galat PDRA deal and then talk about it, and then
mine runnered up.
then you can pull me back and let me go.
I know my Pro Nitrous pick. Just.
But also, Stevie said, and if we're gonna just knock him down off that pedestal, he said, my pick is Jay Cox will not come close to winning. Jay Cox qualified number 1 and was running really well. So
I don't know how. He must have accidentally did good.
he said, I don't know if y'all saw again. I'm gonna plug Flow Drag Racing.
I saw your interview with him.
It was hilarious. And he said, he ain't taking a sticker off of it. He ain't rubbing the dirt off of it. So they feel like their program has taken a turn. And we saw that for the first time last week. And I just love him. He's so funny.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
Accidentally did good.
But anyway, let's talk about
control shift minus too many times or something.
let's talk about Halsey for a second, because you were right. And my pick Franklin, where I got a little bit of heat in the comments about it, but I knew they were going to come out swinging with this year. It was important to them, and it was Halsey and Franklin in the finals.
Came out and went to the final, ran a good race, and I love Pro Nitrous. What I love about Pro Nitrous is everybody's got the same power adder. Nobody can buy the rules. There can be any bullshit. You just have what you have. If it didn't cost so much to do it, I'd still do it because I love Pro Nitrous. But that's one awesome thing about that class is if you have a nitrous engine and don't win, you just suck. Or you don't have the money to do it, but there's no excuses. I don't have the power adder of the week.
Stevie, how much money do we need a year to go run competitively in Pro Nitrous?
Do you have everything? Like you got a truck, trailer, cars, and just need some swanky motors and to put it together? Or we don't have nothing?
Me and you next year, we're gonna run full season of PDRA Pro Nitrous, and we ain't got a thing.
We ain't got no truck and trailer?
Nope.
I got a guy.
No, so yeah.
I need a truck, a trailer. I need all the parts. I need a car. I mean, we got.
You need 1.5 million to go run next year. All right, and that's truck, trailer, car. You really need 3 motors, but let's say we can get by with 2. Some transmissions.
Nope, I want 3 motors.
Yeah, we can do it for 1.3, 1.5, and then. That's no new truck and trailer now. That's getting some secondhand stuff. But then the second year we can do it for sure for about $500,000.
No, okay.
The second year.
Yeah, no
That's
big
if you get your buddies to work on it.
Okay.
My freaking sister just sent me a Facebook message of like some nail lady doing some nail posts, and I texted her and said, "What? You can Facebook message but not watch Shake and Bake? What the f?"
Yeah.
It's rude. Anyway, I just interrupted you.
I need to get my nails done. It'll help with.
Well, we're going to Katy Perry for Jenna's birthday this weekend in Vegas, and so women and what color nails are you getting? All that happy horse shit,
I'm pretty glad I'm a man.
I got white because that's the kind of bitch I am.
Yeah, to do the other deal.
Anyway,
so Halsey ran a good race. Me and Lyle are getting 1.5 million from Yingling to go Pro Nitrous Racing, so we can teabag Jay Cox ourselves. And then we have Pro Boost.
So Melanie obviously dominated in qualifying, but and we talked about this in her interview, hadn't been able to get it done on race day last year. Qualified like I don't even know how many times, 9 of the 14 events that she contested or something stupid like that, and just hadn't gotten it done. Well, got a little luck on her side this week. They had the car to beat, but things weren't falling their way on race day, and had her a little bit of luck to get the win done.
The reason that they struggle closing the deal is not because that's not a great team. It's not because she's not a great driver. It's because the rule makers have them 500s behind the rest of the cars, and they sometimes can get it to make it. And when they get it to make it, it's a good run. But it's so much it's just like every other organization in door car racing. It's such on the ragged edge trying to run with the fast cars that they're just not consistent. It's not that they're not doing a good job. It's freaking hard to make a perfect run. You guys were at the event, and it's hard to watch the whole event when you're at the event. Believe me, I know.
It is.
You don't see but just little snippets and portions. But when you get your beer and you sit back and watch a whole session of qualifying and a whole session of eliminations, it's pretty clear that their 500's back. Now, they will screw up and qualify number one because they make it down a time or two, and they'll mess around. I called it. I said, watch what happens. I said, Melanie will run good. She'll get it to rip down, or Todd. They'll get it to make it down the track one time and qualify good.
Okay, number one.
I called it before he won and said, Melanie will accidentally win the race, and they'll say the rules are fine. And they ran a good event. They just didn't go down the track. I think they made it down one time.
Yeah, she got a couple red lights.
But, like, otherwise, that car gets smashed in the first round. And it's because the parity is just terrible. I mean, the people who make the rules need to just watch a session and just see how bad it is. You want to pull back and let it go? While we're on that, let me see if I can figure out how to get the PDRA rule book open.
This is why I sit back and eat dinner.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find the PDRA rules. So we had a little pro boost. Every time I look in here, like, there's one thing it's called.
Come on, man.
This thing's labeled Courtney titties. So, like, as I'm scrolling down there, like, it's always.
Sorry, Matt. I blamed Matt. I apologize, Matt.
And this is Courtney and JR titties. And, like, so when I'm scrolling through here to find something to put on here, it's just always right there.
We 100% need a cartoon of all three of us doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do it. I don't give a shit. All right, so we got into a little bit of rules controversy here during the PDRA season opener in Glatt Motorsports Park. So we're going to put up just a copy of the Pro Boost rules. Now, this is not the whole rule book. This is just a snippet that I would like to focus on today. It's talking about transmissions, torque converters, and this is worded very similarly to how NHRA words their fluid dump rules. Transmission staging device is permitted on converter cars. What that means is you can have like a fluid dump or something. Manipulation of transmission or converter pressure or volume other than at the starting line is prohibited on any non-lockup combination. Pressure manipulation control must be disarmed upon the release of the trans brake or any other device used when launching the vehicle for non-lockup combinations. Now, for folks that don't decipher the rules, what that means is if you have a 400 and you have a car that has a fluid dump on it because you need to blow the transmission charge pressure off to get her to the two-step, what that means is that thing has to close when you let go of the button, meaning that, like, when the trans brake isn't on, the fluid dump can't be on. Evidently, there was a situation in the pits with some competitors where some competitors found out that some folks were running the dump the whole time and told them to just leave it on. And then other people didn't know that you couldn't do it. PDRA didn't know it was in the rule book. So now there's a big controversy about, everybody's already cheating and doing it. So do we just leave it in there and let them cheat, don't look, or do we take it out? How much will it slow down certain combinations if we close the dump and leave the starting line? So, like, this is the exact same rule that's in NHRA. It's not enforced there either. They don't look at it. They don't even a lot of teams don't even monitor converter charge pressure on
Farmer Fran.
Yeah, this could be Farmer Fran. So, we have cars and teams that we have lasers on the housing. We have rear rocker lasers. We have front lasers. We have potentiometers. We have oil pressure. We have pan pressure. We have 2 different types of fuel pressure. We got boost. We got map. We've got transmission temperature. We got exhaust temperature.
There are steering shaft sensors.
Steering shaft potentiometers. We got throttle TPS linears. We got everything you got.
Butthole clench. Got butthole clench.
Right, we got butthole clench meter. But wait a minute. Oh, I forgot about my 4 shock linears. Forgot about the transducer on the strut air pressure, the rebound assist, the inverter lock. We got pressure sensors on all that. But you know what we don't monitor? We don't monitor the converter charge pressure. I was thinking myself that I wonder why I wouldn't look at that. That's one of the most important things I look at on my car. So we're hoping that NHRA and some of these other sanctioned bodies can just make them put a sensor in there, just see what it looks like. If at 1.3 seconds you don't close the dump and make it take off. Parity's probably not near as bad as we think it is if everybody played by the rules. A lot of folks not playing.
Very fair.
We're going to see.
We talk about delay boxes where they're not allowed.
Oh, you want to talk about that? Let's go ahead and get started on that.
Yep.
So NHRA rulebook did in the past, and I don't know if it's still in there, it had a wiring diagram for how the transmission has to be wired up. It had trans brake button, wire to the transmission. Okay, off of that, you should have a wire that goes to your dump. Then off of that, you'll have an input that goes into your ECU so that you can use the traction control and stuff. But you cannot have a delay box. It's illegal to have a delay box. Well, the way
in the NHRA,
and not PDRA, right? Yeah, clarify. They can you definitely can and do and need to run a delay box PDRA. Many competitors, their cars aren't wired like that. They have trans button going into the ECU, out of the ECU to the transmission. And what that opens up the window for is you to do anything you need to do with the delay box. Oh, but it's not in the firmware, you say. Yeah, it's not in the firmware, but you can have a generic output. You can do whatever you need to do that. So until we can get some tech enforcement, we really don't know if parity is as bad as what we think it is.
Yeah, like I've all along in my NHRA career, which has been very short compared to most and some, I have not ran a delay box, and I've lost races. I had the car to beat in Virginia last year. I had the field covered by a couple hundreds. In the first round, I'm running Stevie. We both know we got to go up there and do a good job on the start line. I'm 002 red. Would have definitely put one in the box, right? And when I say one, I would have put 100th in the box.
Yeah, for sure. Would have put easy 10,000, 12,000 if you had that opportunity.
Right. To have been 10 or 008, right?
That changed your whole game.
Well, I would have won 2 or 3 races last year instead of lucking up winning one, right?
You didn't luck up.
Yeah, you didn't luck up. And that's the thing is, like, when people that can drive the car, like me and Lyle and some of these other folks, if I have to pay so much attention to how I stage the car. Because if I put that thing an inch deep, I'm going red. Wow, you can't pull that thing in, and that affects how you race the car. I'd love to be able to drive it in there and have 20 in the box.
But with a turbo car, Erica, we love you.
Erica, God bless you. I just sent her my YouTube password so she could get in as me because she wanted to comment, and God bless her.
Hey, Erica, me and you still got it. We're going to start winning. You're going to start winning. I'm going to go to the track and not blow a motor up. Like, we're about to start a streak.
What I tell her, you can't take the shit away from you. It doesn't matter what you did today. They remember it all. You just take your 5 rings and you backhand them to the face. Tell them, shut up.
It matters what I did today.
Yeah, it does.
Anyway, good job, Erica.
But, for in the turbo car, like if you go rewatch the round where I red lit against Stevie, when I bumped in the first time, it flickered the bulb and I had to take another piece. And like by then, all of the brake pressure, the staging deal that we used to hold it started to bleed off, and like it bumped in deep. I should have grabbed a little more button and I didn't. Like I do all these things with grip, and I've got an adjustable trans brake button that we use. Like I did all these things to try to play it right, and then just to figure out that I should have just been using a delay box because that's what most everybody else is doing.
Got it.
And that's
dial it up, baby. Dial it in. Oh, you don't have to. Like I'm all putting different size tires on the front and pumping the tire pressure up and down, and we got all this crap to make sure I got plenty of brake pressure and shit. You can just put something in the box.
Yep.
Jimmy Owens laughing because he saw me blow it up today.
I wondered what that was for.
Jimmy, come to Stevie's trailer. We need you on for like 2 minutes. So come down to Stevie's trailer, up the stairs, grab the mic real quick. Let me get a play-by-play real quick. Us and the fans. What are there, 900 on at least now? I learned I could still hit the tree today. Great job, E.
You think I took over this show? Now she's taken over. Look at the comments. Erica, what's up, champ? Queen Erica.
Hey, if you can figure out how to YouTube, you can figure out how to be a guest on the Shake and Bake Show.
Well, she's got an account now.
Sponsors may not like it when you get done. We're going to say something that's going to piss me.
No, we've got the right people behind us now. She don't care.
Now I say, and this is what I told an official this week: either police it or just let it in. Like I'm all good if they just let it in, but I'm sick and tired of playing by the rules when there possibly could be other people.
I want to go. We'll rewind to when I was a fresh rookie in the NHRA Pro Mod. We go to Gainesville. The guy that I won't mention him by name. I don't guess there's probably somebody in here who knows him. Young kid. The Nazi is what we called him. I think he took like $600 worth of safety equipment from me that weekend. I showed up to my first NHRA race. I got stand 21 stuff, like I'm ready to rip, and he took like $600 or $800 worth of safety equipment from me. Like I had to go to the Midway and buy stuff to even race that weekend.
But you're a safety equipment guy.
But it was good. It was just like the SFI tag had a little tear in the stitching. Like, I mean, just own it, you know. What I mean, cool. I mean, he's doing his job. But for like until he left, he would be. I mean, I would be pulling my helmet off, hitting his arms, but he's pecking on my dash, making sure I've got all this stuff, you know. And I feel like then everything was, you know, on point. I mean, people were pissed off. What's his name? You know. Came by and blah, 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 and on and on. And when he left, dude, it was just like, dude,
it's inconsistency. That's the thing, is they kind of like pick and choose where they're going to harp in on. And it's like that. You can see it at the top end whenever who they choose to test and throw in the barn and whatnot. But that's the thing. And I don't claim to know anything what y'all know about what goes on behind closed doors and that spectrum of our universe. But like, be consistent and police it or let it be.
Yeah.
They used to, when I was fast, they used to download my MSD before the car stopped.
Yep.
100%.
Follow me back to the trailer with a scooter. They put a video in my car about half the time just to see what was going on.
We get the tape. We get the tape a lot.
Yeah, I never have a problem with that. I like it when folks are doing some checking. What did y'all think about Travis Harvey running both classes? I thought it was awesome.
I'll tell you
I
right now,
loved it.
Travis is a Carolina dude. You know, he's from North Carolina. I've known Travis for a long time. I used to watch him when he ran Big Dog and have been a fan. Been fortunate to race against him and with him here for the past couple of years. But Travis Harvey is, I mean, not that he's not, I'm not going to call him an unsung hero, but that dude is
a little bit.
He's a freaking wheel man. Like that dude can flat out drive a race car, you know, and it don't matter. And he proved it this week, right? Like he would jump in a Pro Nitrous car and right out of that, right into a Pro Boost car, was killer on the tree, drove well. I love Travis to death. And I was not surprised to see him run very well and do as good as he did.
I asked him at the top end whenever he popped out. I was doing the top end zone, the Jerry Bickle, which also another deal. Rest in peace, Jerry. The Jerry Bickle top end zone, and he popped out of his car and he had just gotten out of the other car and it wasn't worth a shit. And then he gets out of the other car and I asked him, you know, I'm not going to ask you about the performance. I want to talk to you about the balance. I almost feel like he feeds off of it. Like he's the kind of guy that like that shit just drives him to do better. And it didn't mess him up bouncing from one to another. It made each one a little bit better. And he was just so pumped to be there. That's the thing that I love about him is he is just absolutely pumped to be doing anything. He's like, I'm so thankful for these guys to be letting me drive it, yada, yada, yada. But unsung hero is exactly what it is. Cause I don't even think he realizes like how badass he is. You know, that is one of my favorite dudes in drag racing.
Yeah, he's just.
Oh yeah. Dylan, yes. They had the circus music going. I asked him up at the top end, same deal. He said, we have a new theme song. It's doot, 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 doot.
Yep.
And I agree. Travis is a great competitor. I've been racing against him for a long time. Grudge racing against him for a long
great
time.
Guy.
Back at racing in Piedmont and racing all over the place. He's a hardcore dude. We got a comment about the turbos starting to go away. Turbo's been dead for a while. Oh, got Lyle with the beer counter coming in hot, baby.
You're laughing at me tonight,
hang on. But before I go, they ain't dying.
Well, no. I'm not saying they're done. I'm saying like I almost had the nail in the coffin. Like, I've been trying to drive turbos out of Heads Up Racing for 20 years. I almost had the nail in the coffin. Now they're coming back. Mark Mickey's hauling ass. You're going to see turbo cars springing up like weeds in NHRA pretty soon. So
I don't think so. I
think they will try.
Possibly if the NHRA does something boost controller wise to allow the new E-gate craze and you know the way that you can manage power and boost in the turbo car. If they change the boost controller, allow the E-gates, change the turbo, maybe where we had some one-off turbos that we were supposed to test, and the NHRA expected me to fund the testing of their one-off turbos, which didn't happen. Not going to happen. But I think if they allow a different boost controller or some way, a turbo that doesn't need a boost controller, that they just run on. When I say you don't need a boost controller, you don't need a boost limit. They just run them uncorked, and you're allowed to manage the boost any way you want to, possibly. But I think if things stay the way they are, you will not see any.
If they take away the boost controller, they'll take away the ability to cheat the boost controller, though. So, like, that's how we got with no turbo cars to start with. You're the last of the Mohicans because
I'm out. I'm going to get a. Quit worrying about me, Angel Cake.
It's all I do, dude. Friggin'.
I'm spicy tonight.
It's because him and I haven't seen each other in a while, and we usually like just bat it out and talk shit for 5 minutes. I haven't seen him in a minute, so we haven't gotten to have our hatred.
Yeah,
and he can't hear me.
Well, you missed your opportunity to talk shit about him, so now he's got his headphones back.
Now he's got his headset
back.
On,
heard the
I
shit
can't
he was
talk
saying
shit
about you while
It don't matter.
I said what I said.
Sciatica pain because she old as hell. Anyway. Yeah, see, you talk all that shit, and then I come on here.
My newest buddy, I'm going to plug myself again. My newest buddy, Darian Bosch, he was just on my driver feature. He calls me G-Mall because he's fucking 23 years old. So, you know, that just is what it is.
1 second. Pause for station identification.
Hey, we got some special guests up in the lounge of the Artevico Racing Hauler. While you asked for Jerry and Jimmy, we got them on, baby.
All right. Give it to Jimmy.
I can't see nothing.
Give it to Jimmy.
All right, put that on and slide on in. Careful.
Wow, I got my purple teeth going.
Welcome, Jimmy Owen to the Shake and Bake show.
Hey,
Jimmy, this is Courtney. Courtney, this is Jimmy. If you haven't
I know.
All right, Jimmy.
She knows.
Jimmy, I need a quick play-by-play of Stevie's last run down the racetrack today. Take it away.
Well, it was not actually in typical Stevie fashion where we had this spectacular blow-up shit everywhere. We really didn't know it blew up till they got it back here and started pulling slugs out of it that were all kind of melted. So it really wasn't real spectacular. You know, he still burned it up.
It wasn't one of those where you had to put Jerry to work.
He didn't blow up the Timbuktu. Blower didn't come off of it. No
We
problem.
ain't talking to you right now.
Yeah, tell Stevie this. Tell Stevie this is not his time. Back up. So what was disappointing was the time slip, is what you're saying.
Yeah. The time slip was it was probably the best run of the day, but we burned it up.
Great job, Stevie. We're very proud of you.
Yeah.
Jimmy, how many cars do y'all have testing tonight?
We probably had about 7 today.
7 today.
This is the Lyle Barnett show.
I'm coming in a few weeks for that $10,000 no prep race you got going on, and I'm going to take that money right on back to Robbins.
I'm trying to figure out how we're going to no prep the house.
Well, see, okay, so look, I've had this conversation with a couple of guys because there's a dude coming that's got Keith Zabo's old car that I think's super fast on 28s. Yep. I'm 1-0 against him with beer money. Just saying. But it is really, I've told people it's really hard to make a good racetrack bad. It is. I mean, you guys, Jerry knows it better than anybody.
Very hard to make a good racetrack bad. Maybe I need to some bad track prep people too.
Well, with that being said, you can make it bad for about 4 pairs. Then the starting line is going to prep itself, and it's all over. You can just turn as much to it as you want to. Right down the racetrack we go.
That's what I've been told. It's like scrape it and just get out of the way and let you guys take care of it.
Or here's an idea: light bulb. Bring Stevie over there with like a 24 or 25 run screw blower, and let him just rip loose of the button one time. We'll litter it in whatever in Lucas. Yeah, and then everybody's on sprint car tires and snow chains.
Stevie, you got the memo there, buddy.
I didn't hear it. I can't hear it. Only you can.
Well, I'll give you the highlight reel in a few minutes.
Thanks.
All right.
Jimmy, be good.
Later,
good to see you, buddy. Yep.
All right. Later on, guys.
Jerry, you want to say hey?
Sure, I'd love to say hey.
Yep. Just say hey to him. Jerry Hall, track prep guy to the stars.
Jerry,
What's happening, boy?
I got a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm waving at her. I see her waving at me at the bottom, so I apologize for that.
Look, I ain't far from Aiken. I'll come down there and whip your ass. In a few weeks, we're coming down there for the no prep race for that $10,000. What are you going to do to unprep the racetrack?
We are going to unprep it at least to the 330, and that's what we're talking about. We're still talking about how far we're all going to go with that, but we are going. It will be straight from the starting line
So
to at least.
my idea, I just told Jimmy, is that if it's too good, we'll bring Stevie out with like a 26 run screw blower motor on it, rip loose the button, litter the racetrack. It'll take you like 4 hours to clean it up, and then it's sure to be bad.
That sounds like an excellent plan to me, and we can certainly depend. We can depend on the right Reverend Jackson to do exactly what you just said, because he is known for burning scoreboards down and burning shit slap up.
That's a
But-
fact.
And
Jeffrey
blowing it
Barker,
up, too.
thank you for the 200, sir. All right, Jerry, well, it's good to see you. Be
See y'all
good.
too, brother. Man, good to see you again. I'm turning you over to Steven. Talk to y'all later, buddy.
Bye, bud.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.
Jeffrey Barker with a $200 donation right here. Courtney, you're muted.
I saw it because my dog was barking. You introduced me to everybody like it's my first day at the racetrack. I want to, for some
Well-
reason, I just want to fight you tonight. I don't know, because I love you.
Listen. So I had this conversation. I know it's your sister, but I had this conversation with Erica last year, and she was like, "Yeah, I've never really been to the racetrack if I wasn't racing in HRA. Like, she doesn't go to like the small time racetracks." And I just assume that that's the same way you are, you know. So you've been to Carolina before?
Yes. Listen, especially through COVID, like I've done all the Erica
listen,
stuff.
but before you wait a second, I was just
No,
trying
you
to be.
asked me a question.
I was just trying to be nice and introduce you to people like that. I feel like that was the nice thing to do. And here
It
you are
was, and all I
dogging me.
wanted to do was talk shit, because I just wanted to get you riled up, because I'm going to see you
That's
in
fine.
about 2 weeks,
fine.
and that's how we
Smack
do.
it. Look, we're going to
Look,
grab another.
Erica does this kind of racing. She stays in her lane and she's done her thing. But in the last 5 years or so, I've had to scrap my way through to start my little media business, and so I've done some things and met some people.
I'm gonna next at Charlotte. We're gonna have a rematch of the tortilla challenge. And
Oh,
I'm gonna layer mine with a little something.
the tortillas were too small.
First of all, I left y'all on for 5 minutes. The whole damn show is done went to shit. Let me get this thing back on track. First of all, Barker Max, thank you. Barker Max says that's for Jerry Hall and Jimmy Owens. I guess if it's for you people that don't come to the House of Hook, these guys prep track, run the track, do a great job. I'm sure y'all probably talked about that. Barker Max, thank you, and we do appreciate you, and I'm glad you're enjoying your natural life.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, Jeffrey.
Actually, let's talk about Jeffrey for a second. So, for the past 8 shows, every week, pretty much, we've gotten a text from Jeffrey. I think Natural Light is one of the worst beers next to Bud Light. And Jeffrey has sent us pictures of his 6-pack of Natural Light that'll last him a couple months. And due to recent happenings, he sends us a picture today of a case of Coors Light. And I responded with, man, that's, really not a whole lot better, and then I respond with my picture of Eric Trump in Yingling's brewery, and I was like, this is why I drink Yingling, and his only comeback, the only response was that Yingling rhymes with dingling.
Dingling.
And I'm like,
How come he doesn't get a dingling mark? Oh, you're getting the dingling meter out?
that's 4 at least. Anyway, moving on. I don't even know what we're talking about.
I've been kind of trying. Look, Stevie, I don't know if there's a way to make multiple people be able to put comments up on the screen, but like while you were away, there was some ones I felt like we needed to be put up. I don't really know if there's a way to do that.
I think you can do it. I got to make you an administrator. What comments do we need?
They've been going off, but there was a few that I thought of course, because I'm always worried about what my big sister says. She asked if I was eating dinner on the show. Of course I'm eating dinner on the show. I got too drunk last week and talked shit about Quarter Mile Media. There it is. Annette
Matt found it before I did. What did Annette say? Something about a handbrake I saw?
Yeah, Annette said something. Then there was something about ADRL. Somebody asked about ADRL getting back up and going. I thought that was worth talking about, but there was just a few. So off the books, we need to talk about being able to put comments up on the screen.
All right, I'll figure that out. Like, I don't know how to do that, but I think I can just add you as an administrator.
I've totally come on this show and taken over.
Yeah, I'm scared to let you be an administrator. You'll
Hey,
have hours
real
of shit
quick.
around here.
It's the Shake and Bake show with Stevie Fast and Lyle Barnett, and then this huge, elaborate it's like Courtney signed her own name.
Right. Look, I mean, we have like a little thing that says us, and then Courtney's got the whole damn shit. She done moved in like a case of a clap.
This is
Look,
coming,
she's got her own
folks.
logo. Hey, wait a minute, we got that. Where's that thing?
This is coming.
Do we have the trio? We got all
We
of
got
it?
to figure out how to make it work with the trio.
Yeah,
But Stevie I requested longer hair and a smaller nose, and I think Stevie requested more boob.
yeah. I said we need longer hair, less nose, and some more titties. Is exactly what I said. Not more boob.
Because I
don't have that logo. I thought I sent it to Matthew, but maybe not. But yeah, we got the CE logo. We got to do a little branding on it.
I think now's probably a good time to open up a little Q&A in the comments if anybody.
Yeah, then we're going to talk about Bud Light. But
Yep.
first of all, yeah, let's have a little Q&A. Then we'll finish up Bud Light and a couple other things.
And this
What else
is
we got for Q&A?
whatever you want to ask. Just go ahead, fire away.
We had said we were going to talk a little four wide, just leading into it. You know, if this is when it gets the comments rolling about how four wide's coming up, it's always different. Go ahead, Steve.
Oh yeah, four wides all classes are there, complete and utter clusterfuck in the pits is what it's gonna be.
Clusterfuck. They're putting on a seminar if you want to go.
So speaking of four wide, Pro Modified Cornhole Championship Tournament Thursday night in the pits. Now last year, I think it was a $20 buy-in. We got half the Nitro teams and all the Pro Mod teams. It was a big deal. I think we have either 6 or 8 boards this year because we're expecting so many people. They're doing a chip draw because they're scared to let me and Lyle be on the same.
I think we should probably try to work out a deal on Thursday night to do it under the pavilion deal.
That'd be
Well,
pretty
here's the
cool.
thing. They're having an event there Thursday night. I got an email about it today. They're having a NASCAR NHRA crossover, but I think that could maybe like be a little part of it. If you just get in where you fit in and let it be known that it's there, that all that will be. It depends who's asking, Bob.
Let me back up real quick. Doug DeLay asked Lyle, why did you leave Triple B? I didn't. It just, they've gotten onto the same night and we just got to get back. Chad and I haven't, we've just both been busy and we haven't gotten back on our alternating schedule.
Ooh.
I'll be back on there, just not tonight.
Good question. Oh. Because nobody's sponsored me yet and I'm still broke, Josh.
Are we going to, I'm going to ask a question in the private chat and then we can see if we're going to announce it or not. Y'all go.
I
on
like
something else.
I like that comment that just came up
Which one?
about Manny, about Jamie.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
I think it's
there-
newsworthy.
There may be other people that do have insight on this, but I'm on the backside. So, from what I understand, there has been a parting of ways between Jamie Miller and Manny Bajinga. I think Manny announced on Drag Illustrated this week that he's going to have Jason Lee as his new crew chief going into Charlotte. And I am very excited as a Pro Mod fan to see where and how that story develops.
Yeah,
It's going to be exciting.
What I want to ask the comment section because I'm not going to have a view here, but like, what does everybody think about that? What's the general public's view of that whole relationship coming to a head after that staging duel?
So if you guys didn't see the last couple of episodes, we had a staging duel between Manny Bajinga and Chris Thorne.
Amazing.
Amazing staging duel that lasted, I think, a couple of 3 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Manny finally went in by accident, did not mean to go in. Chris Thorne came in. They got on the track. Manny loses. Manny's crew chief fires him on the spot because he says that he doesn't put up with playing games like that. I believe it takes 2 to tango. They both did the exact same thing. It's in the rule book. It's legal.
Anybody could have gone in.
Anybody could have gone in. So Manny has since retained new crew chief help. And there's obviously Jamie's very talented at what he does. So there may be more behind the scenes that we don't know. I'm sure there normally always is.
Well, and I think that it's worth somebody, the two of them separately, whatever, kind of knocking down some of the hearsay and like, let's just get it out there because anytime it comes up, there's all this, and that's all this back and forth, it'd be like Courtney or not Courtney, myself going out here and getting rear-ended at the stop sign and somebody saying, Lyle's in the hospital with a broke neck or broke back or whatever. And really nothing happened. Like there's just too much hearsay going on. Correct. So I think it's worth, and I know Jamie Miller is not big on social media, Manny's really not that big, and it probably will never happen. But I think it would be better if there was some kind of clarity between the two of them on really what happened and why and whatnot, just to kill all of that, because it's the rumors.
Yeah,
just
because
keep
Manny's
coming
the
up.
only one who's really talked about it. But that's Chris's MO. And again, we are not talking shit on Chris when we say this stuff. Chris is a quiet guy. He just stays in his lane. He does what he does, and he's a great guy. But he hasn't said anything about it. And also at the end of the day, like we talked about when we talked about it, is he could have gone in and he decided to embark on the game and play with it. So maybe that's something that I'll do whenever I'm there covering for the Pro Mod series and for Flo at Charlotte.
No, I think it's 100% worth asking the difficult questions. Like,
it's good newsworthy stuff. People want to know. You know, we get this comment right here by Kevin. Manny's paying deals and do what he wants. That's the golden rule. The man writes the checks. It's his shit. He can do whatever he wants to. If you don't like it, find somebody else. And then this comment, I just got to follow this up. Me and Phil Schuler have not parted ways. Phil's in my shop several days a week. We still talk every day on the phone. He still tells me I'm dumb when I do stupid stuff. He's one of my best friends in the world. We'll race together again. But we definitely have not parted ways. Phil's one of the people that if I'm in prison, I call him to get me out.
Yeah. JRC Photo said, Lyle, will you ever run PDRA? I don't own a Pro Mod. I don't know that I ever will. I probably will one day, but I don't. So the only way I would race PDRA if somebody hired me to drive, or somebody sends wires Stevie 1.5 million. We'll run Pro Nitrous next year, and just need 500,000 from then on out.
Just make it 2 point. Just make it 2, and they hire me as their media gal.
Well,
$500,000 a year to be our media gal? What the hell?
You weren't supposed to bring attention to the upgrade of that. I was just supposed to slide it in.
You're a shoe in for that, whether you have to pay your own way or not.
I'm from the South. I'm not too smart, but I can count and add like motherfuckers. Like that's one.
All right, fine.
For another 500,000, we're getting another motor or something.
Okay, well then just add 150 to it, and we're fine.
$150. Just $150.
Ridiculous.
How many electric? I don't even know what that means, but
I do, because when Erica wins, I do this little TikTok dance. But Erica's in the comments here, so I reckon that's up to Erica. But they went testing in Tulsa today, so we're gonna have to. We gotta wait for Erica to win. I mean, I guess I could have done it if TJ won, but it's kind of an Erica thing. So I've been on the fence about getting a new dance. Do I do a different dance when she wins? Do I keep it the same? So I'd like y'all's input on any kind of that.
I see somebody says, how hard is it to keep a Pro Mod straight in the burnout? Super dependent on how even and the racetrack is, and whether it's crowned or not, like, and whether you got 4 or 5 guys holding the wing or not. Like, there's lots of things that play into that.
Yeah, and when you guys see us a little out of control all the time, sometimes in the burnout, and like you want to throw stones, you should try it before you throw a rock at it. It's sometimes
throw a rock
when you're in the left lane at Indy, it's freaking hard. The car does not want to do a burnout straight. When you're in the left lane at St. Louis, it doesn't want to do a burnout straight. It just depends on, we run these things with the suspension so free, and they yell at us if we hold on to the car. So you gotta hang on to it in the burnout. Ask Jeffrey Barker.
Chase Deese, put that comment up on the screen.
All right, where's it at? Oh, I got it.
Never, and never.
Oh man.
I love Lyle more. Oh,
they missed episode 1.
I love my sister. Never.
They missed episode.
That's family. That's blood.
Hey, Courtney, what do you think about going on OnlyFans? I was just curious.
No, I saw there's another set of. I've had a couple, where they're both on there now. But Eric and I
put the pizza in your mouth. Take another bite of your personal pan pizza.
Your DiGiorno over there.
Pizza.
Somebody asking about Force and JR's bumper car session last race. I mean, I've seen several replays of that. I mean, I feel like it was. I feel like John way overdrove the car. I feel like it was way out of shape way before, and he should have aborted. But that's just my opinion.
I did not watch all of it because I was blowing stuff up on the dyno. But it did look like he's a little behind. and there are times when you're behind cars, like you come out,
Yeah, 100%.
and there's driving's like flying. You'll have days where you're just really good at it, and you'll have days where you're not so good at it. And I think you'll have to see it, another race or two before you.
I agree, and I think that if that was anybody else, not anybody else, because he's kind of the godfather of our sport, but where he is in his career, I don't think that they would have given it so much stuff. But people think too much and they look too much into it, and sometimes you just get behind.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, John's obviously the best to ever drive a funny car, so I'm not saying that he did a bad. I just think he was behind it, like you said. He was just behind it a little bit that run, and shit happens.
JR had a bad weekend, bless his heart.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
I did want to. There's a good comment there. How about all the 00 lights that came out of the PDRA race?
A lot of red lights.
But I think 13 00 lights in eliminations or something like that.
That's
guys,
freaking getting with it.
Guys who usually don't red light, like Spencer and them, like it was tight. It was very tight. And Tyler, I think even this isn't saying anything that he didn't post. Tyler's very fluid. He had posted something about the rollout and the decision that was made. King Cartuccio went red too, and he was on a good one. So it was just tight. Get him where you fit in.
Brian McFab will stay in Goldston for the foreseeable future. I don't know that we'll ever move.
There you go.
Perfect react. Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's unusual, is what that is. But that goes to, if those guys are all playing by the rules, that's spectacular. I mean, that's getting with it.
The dude that won both Pro Junior Junior Dragster and Pro Nitrous Motorcycle. Yeah.
Davis, I think. Yeah, that was just unreal. And I saw a lot of comments, and I'd like to see what people think in the comments here. Braden Davis. The rules are what they are, and I raced a junior in the same year that I raced other car. Oh, Clay Milliken in the house. What up? That's just the way that they are. You can race a junior till you're 18. That doesn't mean that you can't race a big car. And a lot of people were saying this is unfair. Like, get him out of there. He shouldn't be in there. But just because the kid has an opportunity to do both, and I think the fact that it was on a motorcycle, because he's got bigger balls than a lot of people out there would have to even do that thing, that was way freaking cool.
Yeah,
way cool.
Anybody out there that thinks I'm going to strap my ass, or not strap, throw my leg over any form of drag racing motorcycle is wrong.
Out.
Yeah, I'm out.
I did some burnouts and some launches in one. I can firmly say out.
Black Thunder Racing says, Lyle, you want to come take inventory of my trailer and make yourself a checklist for the weekend? I mean, I guess. Are you giving away like free parts, or I don't know what? Sure.
Damn, y'all, we got famous people in the comments tonight. We got
Annette, we got
Erica, we got Clay.
Yeah, we got some folks getting down. The chat is hot, baby. And when we got to get Clay on the show. Clay, do you want to come on the show?
Hey, look.
Did
anybody answer me? Oh yeah, y'all did.
I did. So, do you want me to initiate this, Lyle?
Well, when are y'all getting into town, though?
We're gonna be fluid with y'all here. We're gonna be fluid. So, Right Off Track in Charlotte is supposed to be live for the first time ever. Now, I've got to get with my producer Nico. Shout out Nico. I don't know when that's going to be, because it's supposed to be Friday at 1:00 Central, which would be 2:00. We all race at 3:30. That's not ideal. So I want to try and get a slot in, even if it's Thursday, whatever it may be, to have kind of our first mix-up of Right Off Track Shake and Bake show to be my first kickoff to Right Off Track Live. So that's what we're shooting for. We're letting y'all in before we get it finalized. We're shooting for a live mashup.
Yeah, I would. Thursday is ideal.
Okay.
Friday around before qualifying,
not good.
Can't do it. You can't do it. I'm spreadsheeting weather and planning on how I'm gonna blow up City's motor at that time. But that is going to be I'm very much looking forward to that. We've got some exciting. We may have a little something extra to film while we're in Charlotte too. That may be funny. Let's just say that the Shake and Bake plans are long.
Y'all can't even imagine the group text between the three of us.
I can't wait for y'all to see my outfit.
We're doing outfits. What am I going to wear?
Well, we have it planned for you. I ordered it on.
Yes, we're wearing outfits.
Well, I mean, like, but
I didn't tell you about it because we already got yours. Don't worry.
Okay.
She'll 100% wear it. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, that's a big difference between me and E. I'll just I'll do it.
Rock it out. So what else we got on our list? So I went over that.
Oh, I do need
All
to
right.
get on my list.
All right, so Charlotte, who y'all got? I guess we can pick winners for Charlotte. So like, now we'll have another episode of Shake and Bake before then. Let's wait to pick winners of Charlotte. We'll have a Shake.
I'm hoping we do Thursday live with Right Off Track too.
I think that's when we should pick Charlotte.
Yeah, we'll pick Charlotte there.
Even
so
if it can't be the official like Right Off Track, we'll do it on Shake and Bake or whatever.
Yeah, so I've covered PDRA dump rules, NHRA rules, wiring schematics, fluid dumps in general, all my dyno blow-ups, catching on fire, and announcing our Apple and Spotify. My list is clear.
Mine is well because we decided to forego.
Yeah.
I know what I wanted to talk. I mean, a little bit. I thought it was really cool last week. The NHRA, when people who don't usually go rounds on Sunday go rounds, I freaking love it. Terry Haddock killed it on Sunday.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
It was, and it is so authentic, and it just like rejuvenates the soul when you see guys like that. Because Dion and I were watching it, and I'm like, do you really think I'm not saying this to be mean. Do they have enough parts? Do they have enough bandwidth to like go that far on Sunday, which is a really cool way to think about when they're going into the semis on Sunday and on the big show. I thought that was really cool for the class. I think that Justin Ashley winning 2 in a row is cool in its own deal, but what?
Sorry, I was looking at what Matt texted me.
Okay. It looked good. I wanted to
Hey,
know.
Matt,
But I
somebody.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
But your face looked like something I want to know. But I just thought it was really cool that Terry Haddock and his team were banging them out and going rounds on Sunday. And I love seeing the underdogs kick ass on Sunday.
Somebody put up that comment from John Fuentes or whatever his name is, just so Stevie can answer it. Yeah. But go ahead with whatever you were going to say before, Stevie.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to Corey Millet. I think Millet or Millet. He was camping with Jeffrey Barker. Huge Shake and Bake fan. Huge KTR Stevie Fast fan. And he got a hot old lady. Shout out to you. Barker said, "Wow, hello."
Somebody asked how much help I was. This is how much help I am. Get your glass on Double O Shit Show. Your code is Purple Teeth, I think, or no? Love Affair. Love Affair.
All right, Stevie, answer.
It's Jill Fuller. Your automatic can get an answer from him. If Phil would do it, absolutely. I would love to run a nitro car with Phil. I would hire him on the spot to do it. Phil is the most talented, versatile person on a race car that I've probably ever seen. He can fix anything. He can build the motor. He can build the transmission. He struggles with people because he cannot handle stupidity. So it's difficult to have him as a crew chief on something like that because you got to manage so many people. And when you manage a race team, you constantly deal with stupidity on some level every day. But absolutely, I'd love to get Phil to do that if we ever go nitro racing. Oh, there's no.
He's the winner tonight. I was the drunkest last week. He's the drunkest this week.
Let's. Oh man, I have no beer.
My Love Affair. My bad. Will you throw that Double O Shit Show caption up on there? I said it
Heartline,
wrong because I've had 3
through.
glasses of wine. My Love Affair is the code to get you a discount on one of these fantastical cups.
Put up that comment of Trav T.
Coming at you, baby. Coming at you.
That's a good one. I think that's a good one.
I like when we make Stevie put stuff up because it's like he's our assistant.
Yeah, no, I feel like y'all bitch. I'm like doing all the work here.
Well, I mean, you got to turn it over to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to. I'll do that. I'd rather y'all do the whole thing. I just want to drink bourbon and talk shit about people. Is what I want to do. The problem is
rules and stuff. It should be me.
I'm so slow right now that I can't talk shit to anybody. I feel like I'm tall as Keith Haney. I feel like I'm 5'11".
Poor Keith.
Clay Milliken, you're definitely coming on with us in Charlotte.
Hey, you see my Wild Bill Stockland Company hat? Wild Bill is welcome to tune anything I got anytime. When he gets his company under control and ready to come back out racing, we will be happy to have Wild Bill. And we had Outback Jack at the shop this week putting on a Lincoln class for us.
No shit.
Yep, he come and hung out with us.
Real quick, I got a text for any of you in the greater House of Hook area. May the 4th through the 6th, streetcar bragging rights there. A bunch of small tire racing, radio racing going on. Going to be a good time. I'm going to run a small block turbo car there in the invite only shootout.
Hey,
and then the next week or the no preparation after. Yeah, and then
Are you saying I
the
should
following
come?
week.
hey.
Are you
The
saying I
following-
should come? We're doing it on Flow. Nate is done a great job.
Absolutely should.
Saying do you?
And then-
How close are you to the track? I don't want to get a hotel.
The following week,
You can stay on.
we will be there for the no prep race. So 2 weeks in a row, House of Hook.
I want y'all to know that 2 hours after KOing the engine, my crew finally has felt sorry for me and brought me a beer. So it took 2 hours. I think the sting of failure is over, and I can have a beer with y'all. Where's my one beer counter?
We vaguely mentioned it, but we didn't really mention it.
I cannot.
The real
Super
farmer
unbelievable.
Fran of the night.
Unbelievable.
Okay, Farmer Fran of the night. We got two stage Farmer Fran. One is on Courtney's shirt. Farmer Fran number 1. Shake them things. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I get weird when Erica's watching. I feel like I should be good.
Cut my titties up. She knows you got titties. I mean,
She's like my mom almost. She tells me when I'm being bad.
I gotta find the damn. Matt did some funny, cool shit here. So while we're here, the Farmer Fran of the week is the Bud Light Anheuser-Busch Company. Now this is gonna offend some folks, but I don't care.
I don't think anybody in this group chat.
We, as you can see, my guys, because I failed again at the track today, brought me a frosty Bud Light. That's the way in our pits we tell each other that you suck. Here's a Bud Light.
I feel like that's going to be the universal way to like just 100% when we're in Charlotte and we're all hanging out at the bar. You look down and you see somebody like J.R. Gray, like, hey man, get that guy a bucket of Bud Light because he sucks the way he does.
J.R. Gray does keg stands on kegs of Bud Light. He doesn't even drink Bud Light in a can or a bottle.
What do you think's on his tap handle?
You think in his personal bar at his house he's got a Bud Light on tap?
J.R. Gray's cash money that he gave for calling you Lynette got me a facial. So go ahead and make your jokes.
That, and you know those little pecker
I'm not
whistles they
saying-
sell at like the party stores. I feel like that's on the end of his tap.
Make your jokes.
I'm not saying anything. So Matt's I see Matt's got a Bud Light Farmer Fran. This is what I laughed at, but I didn't watch it. Is it bad, Matt? Is it something we can? All right, we're gonna just play it. I don't know. I haven't seen this.
What's everybody bitching about this shit? Motherfucker.
I guess I couldn't watch it with sound. I missed the MF'er. Yeah, so Bud Light. Matt is the nerdiest he's the greatest of all nerds.
Oh my god.
Matt is the best. Matt is the unsung hero of this show.
Perfect.
Yeah, this thing definitely couldn't go without Matt. I don't
What a piss poor decision. Do you not panel your fucking audience? Are you kidding?
there's a the
What'd you
bad
say?
thing.
Just Bud Light in general, being the farmer friend. Do you not like I went to school for marketing. I didn't finish, but I know better than that. Like, know your audience. Poll your audience, do test runs, figure out who's buying your product. You fucked up.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I saw a comment
I'd like
earlier
to
that
see
the
the
sales
old-
were down like 44%.
I'd like to see the old
44%.
So bad.
And their annual sales are like $1 billion, so like 40% or something.
And I love the people
Hey.
that are like, oh, all these people who are doing these videos on social, they buy their product just to shoot them up. No, we had those because
They already had it.
The people who buy the product have money because they're conservative. So they already had it in their fridge and they're just wasting it. Going away. Yeah, that was
Right,
Courtney
going-
that said that, not.
All right, so
not anyone else.
so first
Will
thing
not
is,
be replaced.
how do you guys feel about a drag racing song? Is what I think that's what I was.
Song
Yeah, like
Hey,
we
I
should-
was
like
so
PJ
like
North.
like we should record a hit single.
PJ
here's
North's
a-
on it.
here's a fact that you guys may or may not know about me. So everything I do in life is about racing. So when I'm listening to music, I will insert whatever cool racing words can go in their place. So like any song is about racing. I mean, you can have anything. Like throw a song out there, I'll make it about racing. What do you got?
My dad used to do the same thing. Any country songs, we did. Same
So, like, if you're living on Tulsa time, you're like, living on pro my time. I mean, whatever it is, like, you can make it about racing. So we should record our own song. I can't sing worth a damn, but I do all the time. So.
I can't either, but PJ North can.
And yes, that was Grant that come in and saved me with the corona. He finally felt sorry for me. The old
Was he in his flip flops?
He was in his flip flops. They just changed the motor in flip flops. Like, he's over there in the shop the day before yesterday, TIG welding in flip flops.
No, Randy, no one wants to hear me sing. To be clear.
All right,
Actually,
sing us the song. Sing "Somewhere Over the Rainbow" or sing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star." Do it.
No.
I'm scared the fans won't like it. Won't do what you think.
Yeah. Do you hear this rasp? It doesn't translate.
You got to get it into the higher octaves. You got to be like, oh.
Listen, I know my lane, and that ain't my lane.
So
now get me drunk enough or something, and I'll belt it out. But no,
I'm trying. You're sipping on the dang purple teeth wine.
Hang on.
What?
So drunk enough. Karaoke bar, you're in. What do you sing? Okay.
Oh, got it.
Full bottle of Josh. We go to the karaoke bar. You walk up. First song you ask for.
Bonnie Raitt. Oh, what's the name of the fucking song? Her biggest song.
What is it?
Hold on. Something to talk about. Bonnie Raitt. You know why? Because Bonnie Raitt has the rasp that I have. It ain't good. I'm not saying it's good, but that's the one I'm saying.
I think you could rip some Stevie Nicks.
Oh, that might be it.
Stevie, what are you singing? First song up.
It can be anything, man. I can sing. I can't sing, but I mean, whatever. Like, I'll sing. I mean, it could be Proud Mary, and I can't even get up there, but I like singing it. Anything that gets the crowd involved. Like,
can I
I'll
out you for a minute, Stevie?
Heart Like a Truck.
Can I out you?
I'm not singing Heart Like a Truck. Yeah, you can out me.
So something that Stevie and I do every once in a moon, and we haven't in a while, is we'll be Snapchatting or texting, or not Snapchatting. You're too old for Snapchat. We'll be texting, whatever, and we'll be both listening to music and kind of sharing the music, and we be getting drunk listening to music. Stevie loves his music, and if you get him drunk enough, he'll fucking sing one.
I do. I will sing anything, anytime. I will embarrass you in a department store. I do not care. If something comes on that I like, I'm the idiot in the car that's singing with the windows down. I don't have a filter, and I have a vast music vocabulary.
You do, and it goes from, like, I think that's where you and I bonded. Like, we were friends, but we really got to be good friends when we started drinking and listening to music together because we're on the same spectrum. So
yeah,
he loves his, like, 80s and 90s country. He loves his old school rock, but you get him going, he'll do it.
I can sing anything. I have probably the largest range of music that I own than anybody I know. From stuff that you think's really dumb to cool music. I like it all. I wish if I was musically talented, I would be unstoppable. I'm just not. I can't play a musical instrument.
That's my superpower. When people say, "What's your superpower you wish you could have?" I wish I could make music from my bones. I really do wish that.
What about you, Lyle? You go into a karaoke bar, you got to pick one song, like Johnny Cash said. One song.
2 Dozen Roses.
Oh.
Right now.
And an old bottle of wine. There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good ass song.
Mm-hmm.
Lyle, you're my best friend.
I sang at my own wedding.
Each other's ass, and now y'all are best friends.
That's how we roll, though. Right, Lyle?
I sang at my own wedding.
Yeah, I do like Give Me Back My Bullets. I can drink enough whiskey to throw the battleship around. I got it, baby. I'm ready.
So maybe what I'm thinking from this is maybe we need some kind of, like, we're not doing OnlyFans, but they do all these Instagram subscriptions. Maybe we do some kind of subscription deal where it's go to the karaoke bar with Shake and Bake.
If somebody paid to hear me sing, they're a dumbass. But I'll do it. If y'all want to cough up some money and have me do some stupid shit, I'm in there.
I'm just saying we could probably make it work. Oh yeah, Justin, I'm the best.
No, I sang at my own. I sang at my own wedding.
How does that even work?
What do you mean? I recorded it, and when they played it,
I'm just mad that I didn't get to sing at your wedding.
Same.
Y'all were too
busy.
busy.
RegTech's not going to give me any money. They refused to want to make a lot of money marketing. So if we're going to package Rec Tech and Yingling because they're the most impossible sponsors to get, and me and Lyle are going Top Fuel Racing.
What if Bud Light came to you today and said, we want to turn our shit around. We fucked up.
Put Double O Shit Show's comment up.
What is it?
I got to find it. Is it the bottom?
Oh.
Oh, still.
That's so fucked.
And for all you that think that I run Double O Shit Show, I didn't type that.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Well, if you did fireman and you'd have to be like,
That's my name.
I'll definitely end it with like,
You are the Lyle, and people, yeah, the eyebrows just gone. People say, you caught on fire just to become famous, so that is your song.
yeah, I was the hottest man in drag racing for 28 seconds.
Oh.
that's pretty funny. Like, nobody else got that.
Nobody can take that away from me. Like, for 28 seconds, I was the hottest man in drag racing.
Period.
Period. End of story.
How does he think of this shit? He is so funny.
Wow, you're so funny. You're so damn.
No, not Lyle. Lyle, love you. You are funny. But Double O Shit Show, motherfucker is wild.
Dinosaur. That's the song that I want to sing. Hey, what about my man's damn YouTube icon right there? Look at that. Look at Ash Daddy 1984's icon there. That's my whole orange baby right there. Look at that thing.
Yes.
Dinosaur is what I sing after I've had my teeth kicked in and I'm driving back from a race and I have been teabagged. I have been weighed and I have been measured. I will sing me some Dinosaur when I'm feeling
Teabag counter's low.
Trip Rogers were absolutely laughing at anything related to me and no eyebrows, fire. None of that bothers me at all. In fact, what Courtney was referring to is I sent them a text in our group, and some dude somewhere on some comment said that I've gotten everything out of pity because I caught on fire one time.
Yeah, the only reason he's famous is because he caught on fire.
Where's that text message out? I want to cuss that guy out.
Listen, and if you don't know Lyle, if you think that that's going to, if you have to tiptoe or you're going to offend, like you've never met Lyle, like,
Yeah.
Somebody said Erica yelled at me.
Matt, if you can find that guy, ban him from all our shit. Chris Jenkins.
No, don't. No, I want him to keep because his view matters. Dude, that it just doesn't. Like I was left here for a reason. I feel like I'm fulfilling that purpose.
To be my friend.
Trudging on that. Yeah. I mean, had it not been, honestly.
I didn't know you before that.
Let's be real, right? Had it not been that, I would have never met you in the first place.
Nope. But I'm only your friend because you caught on fire, and that's just what you did to be famous.
Yeah, I mean, and you felt bad. Pity.
I felt bad.
Pity.
I'm like, I'll be this guy's friend. I'll yank your beard every once in a while.
You're a pity friend.
This man bought pallets of, like, if you've seen the original Smokey and the Bandit, instead of bringing Coors back from Texarkana, this man he's got the snowman hauling Bud Light in the back of the truck.
This is my favorite segment of the show, when we just go off what the people say.
Yeah. It also, when I said that slandering words, we also lost 150 viewers right there. Sorry if that was your kid.
What word did we lose?
When I was talking about what they said about Lyle. Here's the deal. Me, Lyle, and Courtney, the reason we have a good dynamic is because we can laugh at ourselves when we do stupid things. We understand that we're not perfect, and that we understand that, like, if we've done something, even if it's not our own fault that's dumb, we got to have a sense of humor about it, because if you can't laugh at yourself, you're never going to be really great at anything. So, like, when some folks get uptight and take us too serious, I apologize, but I don't care.
So
I want to know what Erica's talking about. She said, "Oh, I say it, just not on camera, except that one time." Erica, what are you talking about?
I think she's talking about singing. I think. Yeah, what are you talking about? Double E. Oh yeah, she's probably talking about a little profanity.
Oh, listen, who gives a shit?
Damn, we did lose 150 real quick when you said suck the wiener.
Yeah, but that was
okay. They watched the whole time.
Whoops, sorry. That came out. But when you attack my boy, like, I really gonna tell you what I think.
Yeah.
Like, if you think that's funny, like what that man said, like, we're not gonna be friends. I'm not gonna dance at your wedding.
They said that she doesn't cuss. Yeah.
Yeah, she cusses.
Good
I've heard her cuss.
here.
You ought to. Yeah. All right. So what is that? It's the time in our deal. We got to give something away.
Oh
Yep.
shit. Oh, also,
Because
I know
it's
we didn't send
9:19.
anything. Double O Shit Show didn't send anything yet though, because we didn't get an address yet. So if you won last week for Double O Shit Show, I'm sorry. We will
Yes,
send
we'll
it
get an
out.
address so we can send you your stuff.
Yeah. And I don't know, guy/girl/me/Chase, whoever runs Double O Shit Show, tell me if we're giving something else away tonight or not. I don't know.
Hey, Shauna, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Shauna.
I don't know
Happy
who you are.
birthday,
I'm
Shauna.
assuming you're
I chipped a nail tonight, guys. It was a rough podcast. I chipped a nail.
You chipped a nail microwaving your pizza.
I did have dinner. I appreciate all y'all. I haven't had a date in a while, so the fact that I had a date with about 1,000 of y'all tonight really means a lot to me.
God bless your soul.
I'm single as they get, dude.
Kevin Clark says, "You saying ain't y'all warms my heart."
You didn't find any lookers at the dance hall when you were boot scooting and boogieing?
No, I did go with a
You're
very, very old friend of mine, an ex of mine actually, but a very good friend of mine, and him and I and Dion danced all night, so I wasn't looking.
Beautiful.
Happy birthday, Jolly. Is it Jolly? Is that right? Yep. Happy birthday. Yeah, all the I don't want to say that. I better be
Double O Shit Show. Let me know if we're giving something away.
All right, I don't even have a question. So are you guys gonna give anything away? Matt, we need to give away some money or something cool. Like, do we have anything we can give away that's like awesome? We need to give away like a pickup truck or something.
A pickup.
What?
I mean,
Send it
something
to your
cool.
girl.
You don't need a
150
pickup truck.
Bud Light drinkers going bye-bye. If the 150 that left are Bud Light drinkers, they can just stay gone.
Yeah.
We have no trucks for giveaway. No.
Trucks. And
Matt
Marcus,
comes
100%. Yeah, there's Matt. We
Courtney,
don't
you
have
got
any trucks.
confirmation.
We got any?
I can't
You want to
end,
give
I
away
can't
any?
end on an odd number. Let me go get number 6.
Matt, are you ever going to show your face, or are you going to be the elusive faceless guy?
That's like that game show guy that you never see his face.
I love
and he's
it.
like,
I love it.
I prefer it that way.
But come after the show, we get it done.
profanity.
Hey, Matt, can we get you a cartoon made?
Yeah, I want a cartoon of like you typing on the keyboard or something when you're up there.
Just like keyboard up here, so all you can see is your eyes, like Wilson from Tool Time.
Which is one of my favorite shows.
That's number 6.
Oh yes. We can give something away from Double O Shit Show.
All right, Matt, we're going to give away a gun cleaning mat, a signed billet aluminum connecting rod out of the Shadow 2.0, and a KTR beer bottle opening keychain. That's pretty good, right? You signed billet aluminum connecting rod, a gun mat.
I think
gun
that's
cleaning
great.
mat. You can bottle opener. Craig Sparks needs a rod and piston. All right, Charles, you can do it. You can get the connector rod. I don't know what I'm. Matt's like.
You came up with a question yet?
I don't even know what I'm going to say. Like, y'all think I planned this stuff out?
I have no freaking idea. I've just texted 5 people to ask for help.
Here's our
Well,
Subway order.
I've got one ready to go.
Okay, well then you go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Beer Money T-shirt, 2 MacFab stickers on this one. Who did I beat on a hole shot? First round at the U.S. Nationals last year.
When you won the race. And we partied in the winner's circle with a lot of beer.
Who did I beat? Nope. I haven't seen it yet. Nope. I haven't seen it yet. Nope.
I have a
I'm gonna
prize, but I need
put.
a
Yep, I just saw it. Mike. I don't know how to say your last name.
Who did you beat?
It's already been said. I don't know how to say his. Mike said it. Castellana.
Mike Castellana.
Robbie said that he would donate an 80% KTR lower, which most folks probably don't know what that is.
I don't.
Hey,
But
Stevie,
you might can't.
Stevie, can you find that comment from that Mike? I don't know how to say his last name. Castellana. Can somebody find it, or Matt, and put it up there? He was the first one that I saw that said Castellana.
Matt, I don't know if we can give away.
Will
a
you
lower.
let? Oyolette or whatever that is. However you say that. Mike, you want it? So Lyle at Lyle Barnett Racing, send me a screenshot of your profile or your YouTube deal. I need shirt size, and I'll send you a Beer Money T-shirt and 2 MacFab stickers. Mike Castellano was the right answer.
You better go, Stevie. I'm still Googling.
Matt, can we give away an 80% KTR lower? Thank you.
The fuck?
I don't know. We might need to hold off on that. That might be for the next giveaway.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do some
Robbie says-
research. We're gonna have to
Like Robbie
research.
said, it's just a piece of metal.
Good job
But-
keeping it real, Matt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to give it away and someone in Connecticut wins and then we go to prison.
But Mike, again, that's Lyle at Lyle Barnett Racing. Send me a screenshot of your deal, and I'll send your stuff out.
Fuck, I have no idea.
All right. All right, I got it. First of all, I apologize for saying S my winner. I've got much hate mail already. Apologize for that. Don't let your kids watch the Shake and Bake show. Just don't let them watch it. It's not a G-rated deal.
Oh my god.
But I feel like we said that when this deal started. Like, this isn't anything new, guys.
Like, look at Matt's got the advisory explicit content.
I feel like we just need to leave that up all the time now.
Man, I just feel bad because, like, I don't want nobody talking like that in front of my youngin', so I get it. But don't let your kids watch the show.
But they should. Episode 9.
It's like if I know your kids are watching the show, I can't. Like, we got because
Episode 9, dude.
I got ejected from a Braves game this week because of this. Anyways, all right. Here's my question.
Really?
Yeah. This cheese dick wouldn't quit cursing in front of my daughter. So by the time we got to the bottom of the ninth, I had enough and went up there. And next thing you know, we're headed on out to the parking lot. I don't tell my neurosurgeon that. All right. For a KTR gun mat, what all we say we're giving away? A sign billet aluminum shadow connecting rod and a KTR beer bottle opener keychain. The first time that I won the U.S. Nationals, who did I beat in the final?
I think I know this.
Matt, if you don't know, I'll put it in our private chat.
I still have no idea what I'm going to ask.
Doesn't have to be racing related.
Oh, does it?
Damn it.
It does not. That could be anything.
I was wrong. Oh, I saw somebody's got it. Somebody got it.
I knew that one.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Who got it first?
The
It
first
wasn't
one I
Luke.
saw. The first one I saw was Captain Lucky.
Captain Lucky. Oh, I see Jeffrey got it right. I have to go back and see. Nah, what? That was. I beat Todd for my second.
No
US
time for a
National.
second.
You know.
Captain Lucky's the first one I saw.
Friend? I'll let Matt verify.
Yeah, I do believe that is correct. I think he is the first person.
I mean, Courtney is phoning a friend.
For her question, not even for the answer.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Captain Lucky, thank you for knowing that I crushed Proline for the 8,000th time in Indy that year. And
I'm ready.
ready? Send Matt what they need to do.
Hold on.
And
Send me a
so
screenshot of your
happy about
YouTube so I can verify you to your account, and then send me your address.
Courtney, give me some spirit fingers.
Yeah. So straight. What's your? How do they send that to you, Matt? Matt at StevieFast.com.
That's correct.
Yeah, Matt at StevieFast.com, and I'm gonna choke Robbie out. Send that, and we'll get your stuff out. Yeah, and with the shoots out, yes, because we didn't want to give them a full discount. All right, you sound like you're ready. You phoned a friend.
Oh, I have the best question ever.
All right, go ahead.
Who? We may go where and when, but give me all the info you can give me about the first person Erica Enders beat in a round of pro stock competition.
You had to phone a friend.
Google is freaking burning.
What I thought in my head was something very different because Lyle Barnett, I'm doing this for you, motherfucker.
If
I'm doing
you
this
don't
for
know,
you.
how are we supposed to know?
I didn't know. I wasn't around then, though. I was still in high
When I
school.
see you in Charlotte, I'm going to choke slam you on the asphalt.
I can't wait. Nope. I said
And then I'm gonna give you
round
the
of competition,
DDT
not
off
win.
the top rope.
Round of competition. Who did she beat and when? I ain't seen it yet.
Is it?
Hey, I just realized there's an icon over y'all's face. I can ban
right?
you from our studio.
No, I was in high school. I was a graduating senior that year.
Courtney, was I right?
Did you do it?
In the private jet.
No, I told you right above it. Look above it.
What?
I know it's a getter.
Nobody's getting that.
Nobody's getting it, and that's why it's good. And Erica's watching right now, and I just had to.
Here's the thing: like, you really need something somebody can answer. Otherwise, we're going to be on here for another hour.
Boom! Todd Bowers. Erica Enders. She wasn't even born yet. Screw you, Erica. It was Ricky Smith.
Really?
Never
Ricky
guessed.
Smith, and she spouted off quick. Ricky Smith, Reading.
Wow. What year?
First, 05. And I was still in high school in 05. Jonathan Johnson, she did beat Jonathan Johnson in 2004 in Super Gas in the finals for Houston Raceway Park win, her very first national event win. But I was talking first round of pro stock competition win. That was a good one. I think Todd got it. So, Matt, we need Courtney Enders. Yep, that's the one. Matt, we need to, whether you message me and I get it to him, or I give you 00 Shit Shows info last week and this week's winner.
I also got a text from Carolina Dragway that says we can do a Carolina Dragway shirt and sticker giveaway.
We can. Just right now. All right. So,
Justin, I resent it yesterday. Just yesterday. I'm answering comments.
Here's a good one. Totally non-related, non-racing related question.
Someone
for the
said,
Carolina Dragway shirt and sticker.
Yeah. Totally non-racing related.
We look like we're really scripted. Apple lets us put this shit on their deal. All right, go ahead.
First and last name of the amateur who received the silver cup at the Masters this weekend.
I know that one.
that call. Oh,
You can't win.
damn it. He was a little cute kid. Erica said someone said that Camry was the first.
Yep. Bruce Young is the first one I saw.
If I can figure out how to airdrop this and put this on there, y'all stand by. While
Bruce Young is the first one. Sam Bennett was his name. Was the first one I saw.
Overlay in there.
Jesus Christ. My phone is out of here. Matt, did you confirm that? Was that one I said? Bruce, I think was his name. Bruce Young's the first one I saw. We are 2 hours and going 9:30.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't get out of here, but so much fun. I just got sent this by Brad Tutterow. This was Bud Girls in 1988, Bud Girls in 2023.
That's about right.
Bruce, I think you were the first. Jimmy at CarolinaDragway.com. They need your shirt size and then obviously mailing address. But Jimmy
That's JIMMY at CarolinaDragway.com.
Send him a screenshot of your YouTube profile or whatever. I will text him your name and you. Beautiful sponsor.
I hope the guy, I can't remember his name, but I hope the guy who got my question right got that same memo too, to send whatever he needs to send to wherever he needs to send it. Somebody wants to know what Eric Ender's drink of choice is tonight. Don't know.
Clay Milliken, I see Dentley. That thing's looking good. When Ronnie's done, I'm going to crack.
I'm going to say that Eric Enders is drinking.
Hey, Papito.
7 Up.
No, if she's drinking, which she may not be. Oh, Jenna sent me a question. I didn't use it, and she just said, and I quote, "My question was good, you whore." I didn't use it. Sorry, Jenna, I love you.
They'll be here earlier.
If she's drinking, it's either a margarita or a dirty martini. Erica,
I'm gonna take Dentley for the win over Ronnie, Stevie.
Man, Ronnie's not a racing truck. He's a slow cruiser.
Oh.
He's here to drive to the Sonic and pick up chicks. That's it. Like Ronnie's not. He's gonna be awesome. Now, if we do a rolling start, Ronnie will probably crush that thing because it's not gonna have any traction. It's got a blower. It's got man horsepower. It's got go home. Leaving. All right, thank you. Yeah, I'll call you when we leave. We're almost done. Thank you.
All right.
All my guys are abandoning me. All right, this is the longest one we've ever done. We're 2 hours.
I had so much fun. This is what I do on Tuesdays now. I hang out with my only two friends I have.
Thank you guys for watching. No, Annette, I'm not saying that.
I need to pick better friends.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of those. Shake and Bake, not next Tuesday, but Tuesday after that, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be picking winners for Charlotte 4-wide. We'll be seeing if I can make a run down the track without knocking the burst panel out. Still trying to make that roots blower horsepower at too much weight.
But maybe a crossover in the mix. We'll let you know.
Yeah, if we get to do that deal before Charlotte, that's going to be good. I'm in. Thank you guys for watching. Lyle, you got anything to say before we sign off?
Of course I do. First of all,
I love you, man.
Motherfucker's loud. Of course he does.
I love my son.
The 831 people that are still on here, thank you.
Which would be 1,000 had you not.
Somebody starts talking trash about you catching on fire, I get emotional. When I get emotional, handle stuff.
We thank all you guys, especially the ones that, well, all of you, period, for watching. The ones that donated, thank you so much. Courtney is now a permanent fixture. Obviously, she's got the this name tag at the bottom that's much larger and much more pronounced than Stevie and I's, who birthed this show. But anyway, whatever.
We brought it from nothing.
We don't talk about birthing with a woman on the show. Don't matter.
Put it on the pedestal. It rules the world. Thank all of you. I love you all. Courtney, go ahead and close us out since you're star leader of this whole.
I am. I didn't birth it, but I will end it. This is the coolest thing I do. I wish we could do this every Tuesday night. I love it so much, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it as much as we do. Please don't judge us for being the people that we are. We just want to have a good time in front of our drag racing homies. And Lyle Barnett, I will yank your beard the next time I see you.
I'm going to choke slam you in the parking lot.
My sister will beat your ass.
I love you
Hey,
guys.
Stevie, do me a favor. Don't blow it up tomorrow. All right, see you guys later.
See you guys later. Hit it, man. Fire that smoky bean footage.